I can't tell though. Like Reese could be, I don't know. Like he could be doing anything.
He's just on it. That's
he could be cooking food.
He is on his phone the whole time, just like, oh yeah, I rolled a 20. What was it for?
What was the check?
It says 20.
Dang, Donald Glover looks so much like Lando. It's crazy.
That's pretty good.
Okay, input internal microphone switch it to Yeti.
He's a rapper called Childish Gambino.
All right. Ephraim.
He was
Called what?
Childish Gambino.
Ephraim, can you hear us?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And if you've ever.
Okay, we're about to start D&D. Are you joining us in place of our other guy?
Yes.
Wonderful. Do you have a level 6 character prepared?
I do.
Tell us about him or her. No discrimination.
No, I don't.
Darn it.
He plays a half pixie, half tiefling.
I call it a tixie.
A tixie.
Or a peefling.
Tiefling.
Sounds like something a monkey does.
Yeah, peefling.
Maybe a pixling?
Stop
Pixling,
peefling.
pixling, yeah.
Pixling.
There we go.
I was getting mad at my son for peefling.
Alright.
So wait, do you guys have Odyssey? Mario Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah? Such a good game.
I have not been into Nintendo games since.
Nintendo?
Yeah. I mean, I take that back. We had, like, my friends had a Super NES, and so I played a lot of Street Fighter, but not like Zelda and Mario games. And we played the original Mario Kart quite a bit when I was in high school. But since then, not really. Like, no Donkey Kong, no Marios, no Zeldas. Even though the original Legend of Zelda was, like, my favorite game of all time.
No Super Smash Brothers.
I played that a little bit with Nox on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Or on the Wii, or whichever one it is that he has.
The one on GameCube was the bomb.
Melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melee.
I used to love the N64 version because I'd get it down where I could play Samus.
Yeah.
Samus, yeah. For some reason that sounded really weird. I play Samus, grab people
That was hardcore.
off on the edge, and then just smash them straight down. The only person who could get out of it, I felt like, was Kirby. Every freaking time he just balloon and fly away.
Yeah, we had to ban Kirby in our social circle because everybody would just play him on 64 and then just down B, down B.
I actually heard that from some of my WoW guildmates who are about your guys' age. They would always talk about Super Smash Brothers and how OP Kirby was.
Yep.
Yes.
And then it switched to Meta Knight. Meta Knight he's actually banned in official tournaments. Yeah, because he on the games that he's in, he's just way too overpowered.
I always play Fox or Link.
Falco is my character of choice. Yeah.
What about yours, Ephraim?
What's that says?
Which Super Smash Brothers character is your coup d'etat?
Super Smash in 64?
Anyone.
Anyone?
Yeah. Pick your favorite and pick your favorite character in there.
I mean, N64 was Ness, and then Game Brawl was Roy. That was the last one I played. Sorry.
You were one of those.
We got pretty good with Marth, actually. Everybody in our
Oh, I know my brother and all my friends. Everyone was the Marth player. I was Roy. I had to beat everybody with Roy.
You're like, slow Marth. I'm gonna be slow Marth.
But he was so much powerful, and he wrecked everybody. And when you got his little counter down and everything, he wrecked everything. So.
Yeah, my brother always gravitated towards the heavier hitters like Bowser, Donkey Kong, and Ganondorf. Yeah, and then I went Falco and kind of the speed characters. I got pretty good with Link too. And then Ice Climbers. Oh my god, I could play an amazing Ice Climber.
I hated everybody who could do good Ice Climbers. I cannot. Those guys are so annoying.
They are.
And then if I had to do a big bruiser, it would be King DDD because I don't know. The giant hammer spoke to me.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. Do we got a Reese online?
What's up, Reese? Let's get this party started. Literally.
Last time
Party.
on Harmon Quest.
Copyright.
For the two people who are voting for us.
Last time on Broken Spear Quest.
Yeah, technically,
Last time.
if this
Order
was
of the
named
Broken
after
Spear.
somebody, after the person who put it all together, it would be Dallin Quest.
Last time on Dallin Quest. I like Corey Quest. It flows a little better.
Yeah. I don't want to be associated with
Colby
this.
Quest. That flows pretty well.
Preston Quest.
Have to be Far Quest.
Far Quest.
Last time
Lord
on
Far
Far Quest.
Lord is.
All right. So last time in the game, the party finished up their exploration of the keep. They fought some giant spiders. Dallin summoned his new familiar for the first time,
And he died.
which is Edgar, right?
Not anymore.
He's just in the astral plane or the Feywild, or he was fairy, right? He was Fey,
Yeah, he's
technically.
Fey.
Okay, yeah.
I'll probably summon him back as something else.
I mean, however you want to do.
An octopus.
Tiger.
He takes the form. He just like attaches to your arm.
Choose out of a few. An octopus is not one.
Actually, I think it is.
Is it?
I
Seahorse.
So.
There's crab. Crab would be cool. What the? There's a hawk. Why didn't I do a hawk? I did a raven over a hawk.
Because ravens are cool.
Raven.
There is an octopus.
Yeah.
Thunderhawks.
You can do a quipper, which is a fish.
No, it's Silverhawk.
Poisonous snake.
Thundercats.
Oh, I remember.
Silverhats.
Silverhats was a 100% rip off of Thundercats.
Seahorse. A spider.
Space Thundercats.
A weasel.
And then the party went down into the dungeons and found a portal. And they took this portal and ended up in front or near a lodge. And they were about to decide on their next move when a familiar raven that wasn't Dallin's familiar came down and introduced himself formally as Parnagost, one of the 5 animal spirits who work for the Emerald Enclave. And then he said that the other 4 he'd lost contact with, and he believes that at least one of them, which is his horse, or his stag companion, rather. I'm sorry, I was looking over here. Yeah, Tigulian was trapped within the lodge. So the party entered. They encountered a few gargoyle statues. They all got frozen, more or less. But they ended up making it into this room that we currently see them in.
Where we probably attempted to kill Gillian.
Yes.
Everyone else
Tigulian was trapped in a runic circle that Brom could see, and he tried to help him, but he couldn't quite manage the runes properly, and ended up triggering several of them, including one that blinded him. So now he cannot see, and that was where we left off. Was the party not knowing what their next steps was, and Brom writhing on the ground.
Do people
blind.
tip better if you can't see?
They actually take from her.
Yeah, like you don't really know how they tip.
Okay. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to keep trying to get to Gillian now? I think we do.
I think we should ask
We've
him
gone
if
this
he...
far.
I'd appreciate being let out.
Let's not talk about him in the third person. Right here.
Tigulian can talk about himself in the third person as he'd like.
This is out of character.
Bro, it's okay. It's okay.
Do you know
We're like walking around.
help us?
Do I feel
Help
the?
you?
Well, you technically have magic, don't you? Aren't you a mage?
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, but I can't see
You just
magic.
reach out.
Okay. Well, I mean, perhaps there's something else you can do. I don't really know. I mean.
Are there levers?
And then he turns to Parnagost and he goes, "You know that they're too late, right?" And Parnagost nods and he goes, "We'll get to that bridge when we get to it. For now, let's just get you out of here,
Wait,
friend."
too late for what?
I start searching the room.
Okay.
Or like...
Parnagost turns to you and he says, "You've missed your window to catch up to the cult, but because their method of transporting the treasure has left."
Dragon?
Not exactly. It's sort of a castle?
A flying castle?
Floating castle.
Indeed.
Oh,
Okay.
I can only
And
imagine.
Tigulian said, "I tried to warn them about it earlier, but
describe it for me.
it didn't quite take, I guess. They didn't
big.
give us too haste. It's fine. I'm glad you're here."
The bridge to the sky...
His little cryptic message, if you remember.
Oh yeah, the golden road to the sky.
Castle.
That'd be pretty cool.
Cyberpunk.
I don't know if I can do anything. to help you out.
Where would we have seen?
Well, you were supposed to follow the trail of gold.
Okay.
You know, the Golden River, the trail of gold.
Let's try
and that would have led you here, and then you would have come here and gone to the castle. But I guess you guys got caught up with something or other. Yes.
We were busy overthrowing him.
Partagas says, "I am working on it. Let's free my friend, and I'll deal with the rest."
Right. So I'm going to try and maybe rip up a floorboard that has one of the runes on it.
I think that's a bad idea.
I don't know because I mean, what if I pick it up and then move it?
Wonder if my ring of lock can do something.
Ring of unlock.
I know. I wonder if I lock something that's locking him in place.
I already asked.
So if you're searching the room, go ahead and roll me a perception check. I think is what we decided.
That's a.
There's an investigation check.
18.
Yeah, it could be either. I think.
Okay.
17.
17.
So is this like cold animal or cold beast or whatever?
Magic circle.
It's a magic circle. Okay.
At least that's what we said the last time.
Yes.
So it's a full-fledged magic circle.
Okay.
So what you could do is you could attempt to disable it, given what you know about magic circles, which is not a lot. And because you can't, it would be an Arcana check with a disadvantage if you can't see the rooms themselves.
I'm gonna just try and hopefully I don't.
As you're searching the room, again, there's a tapestry that displays the magnificent white stag above a valley, a pair of green dragons soaring overhead, deers and boars cowering in fear. You know, kind of this big, immense tapestry. You determine that it could probably be worth some money, but it does weigh 40 pounds, like so.
So Lunera ushers Brahm to a chair
Yes,
in front of him, and he sits down behind him.
All right.
Falls to the floor.
I'm gonna try.
And then you do also find in the griffin's head, you find 2 potions of healing.
Oh.
Just inside the beak.
Nice.
What is it?
How convenient.
Okay, 21. Let's see. Or 28. So 21.
That's pretty good.
So you kind of Rain Man it a little bit. You kind of determine like where you think the symbols would be, including the ones that you saw Brahm kind of scratch out and everything. And you reach over and you pour a little arcane energy into it, and you don't feel anything bad happen.
I think there was a fireplace.
And you feel like maybe you've done at least a little bit.
I don't know about that.
What'd you do?
Nothing bad, at least. I'm gonna try and see.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Evens or odds, first of all?
I don't even know. Evens or odds?
Yep.
Odds.
Balderdash.
May the odds forever be in your favor.
Okay.
Should I try again?
If you would like to.
I think I'm gonna try 13 or 21 again. 13.
Okay. So you continue along and you go crap.
Don't lift up your hand.
And then the ruins glow in a circle.
What the?
Snapshot. Okay.
And then break into 4 pieces. And these pieces, these runes kind of form together, and they start swirling in these small masses. And then these small claws reach up through these portals, and 4 imps pull themselves out.
You summon demons!
And go for the master! And attack.
Keeping talk out of it.
Who's that?
We're rolling initiative. What's going on?
Sorry guys, I'm doing this blind. But I did get a visual snapshot of where they are.
Can you make him unblind?
Natural 20. When I don't need it.
Natural 20 as well.
20, not natural.
For the master!
Get back in the hole. Get back in the hole.
Let's see here.
Be playing whack-a-mole.
With your bonus?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
You're really you're trying to figure out how to get this tapestry in here because you're
like it's worth a lot of money.
It does look like you could fit if you could fit it.
Bag of holding.
Ari, focus.
If I rolled it up, could I fit it in the toolbox?
You probably could jam it in there. Yeah, I mean it's not like it's like this. It's thick enough to be a tapestry, but it's not like you wouldn't be able to roll it up.
Okay. doing that.
Let's do that.
As soon as these imps are dead.
Yeah. Which?
Well, it's just they're gonna light it on fire or something.
Give them any ideas.
Venison. Golden.
They come out, destroy the tapestry, and disappear.
Tapestry! For the master!
For the master's tapestry.
Alright, so we need
Fossil fuels.
and 2.
Benzes.
I imagine imps as the little dude in Black Cauldron with the one giant eye that always chokes him.
That's what I always imagine goblins are, actually.
That's what I imagine
Yeah.
goblins as, yeah.
But then
I think
again,
Lord of the Rings
all of
ruined
my
goblins for me. So
all of my
Imps have
like
been from war.
mythical creatures are all colored by World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Like at this point, like so I hear imp and I think, oh, small horns, barely any wings, that sort of thing. I mean, if you want to see what they look like, that's what they look like.
On the old left.
Mm-hmm.
Top left.
With the scorpion tails.
Little devils.
okay,
Little bastards.
so crappy dragons.
Crappy dragons.
Poison fiendish dragon.
No. Special dragons.
Killer dragons.
They're special.
Everything in here. Something you can see. Nope, not that one. Something you can. Nope, not that one. Humanoid you can see. Nope.
Alright.
Somebody please cure him.
Undulating mass of chaotic. I could throw that randomly, but I doubt it hit anything. I can mock something. That's about like all I can do.
Doesn't Vicious Mockery say that something that you can see too?
Vicious. This one says string of insults, subtle enchantments. They basically just have to be in range to hear me.
Okay.
Doesn't say anything about anything I can see.
Okay, so you...
Dissonant whispers. Is that the same?
All right, Lunera.
Within range, yeah. So I've got
22?
22. From the blind.
20 unnatural.
20. Ari got a 9. I remember that one. Akio.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Just straight up,
Plus 2.
no bonus.
Plus 2. Sorry.
22. Thornark. 17. This is going to surprise everybody, but one of the imps acts first.
What?
Yep.
No.
Because he also rolled a natural 20.
Stupid imp.
He has higher dexterity.
Well, this is a new game we're going to play called Whacking Him. So you should get that spell and then just like summon him. Boom, I killed him. Okay, how much XP did I get? Boom, hit that one.
You guys ever seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Yeah.
It's my favorite comedy of all time. Little numbers go up every time you hit them.
Ding, ding, ding.
Some coins.
The Batman letter.
Sadly, I do not remember much from it, but I have seen it.
I remember he
You need to
pulls a
watch it
sword
again.
out of someone's stomach. I think it was his stomach.
You need to watch it again. It's amazing.
Yeah. All right, so this imp that's right next to Akio, that's actually very appropriate that imp gets to act first. Yeah.
Surprise him with a dragon. I'm gonna eat your face.
It is going to raise its tail and jab it into your leg as it's coming through the portal.
Ow!
You can try.
Far, wherever you are. I can't find you because I'm blind. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a strong imp.
Just wait for your Constitution saving throw.
That's going to be 7 piercing damage, and then you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. 7 damage. My Constitution. Saving throw?
Yep.
Plus 16.
Okay, you make it, so you only take half damage. You take 6 total poison damage.
Ah! Oh. That hurt.
Okay.
I'm looking real bad, guys.
Crap.
I can't
We
see
just
it at all. I think
started.
you look the
Well,
same.
I already had some damage before from Braum trying to get everyone out or get to whatever out.
Okay. And then
To Gillian.
Gillian, there we go. I was gonna call him Tagalog. I'm like, that's a
Tagalog.
language.
Let's just call him Tagalog.
and then it is going to be Lunira's turn.
Alright, let's go ahead and I will go ahead and attack the imp that has decided to latch itself onto Akio.
So Akio's over here.
Oh.
You're over here. There's 2 imps between you.
Well then, I will go ahead and try to cut one of the imp's head.
Left or right?
Let's go left.
Okay. The one in front of Blind Braum.
Yeah, so...
Braum the Blind.
So 16 plus... Sorry.
That's right.
That's right, 22.
That will hit.
Alright.
And roll me damage.
Or... Oh, that's the wrong dice. I forgot I switched one.
Yes, you are now wielding maces.
It's still the same damage though. 9 damage.
9 damage?
Still rolled a 6 on. Alright, so that's the first strike.
Hang on just a second here,
Okay.
actually.
It was so hard that his head goes down in his chest cavity and just
Have to-
gone.
Okay. Yep, you crack into him and he kind of reels back.
Okay.
You know that imps have a little bit more resistant skin like all devils do.
Except for you. Oh wait, you do too.
Yeah.
Against fire. at least.
Against fire. Alright, here goes the second attack. Which is not going to hit, I already know for sure. Because it's a 2 plus 6, so 8.
Nope, that doesn't hit. And then you have
and then
your...
I've got my final attack. Okay, 18 plus 6, so
That'll hit.
24. And let's roll that one again. You gotta be kidding me. 4 damage.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one.
Okay, he's still standing, but he does squeal in pain.
Good.
Akio.
Okay, I am gonna cast Shatter in the middle of them.
And how many people can you avoid taking damage again?
3 plus the it's the spell plus 1.
Okay,
But
and it's
I'm
a
gonna
level
cast
2.
it at the 3rd level.
Okay,
Is
so
that
4.
Okay.
Yep. So, and how big is the area?
Let me see here. It is.
Don't hit the stag.
A 10-foot sphere.
10-foot sphere. Okay,
So
so
I'll place it.
20, 5, 10. Okay, so you can hit everybody if you place it about right here.
Okay, let's do
You
that.
can hit everybody, and then you can avoid, like you can shape it around the horse
Yes.
or the stag.
We will do that.
It's a horse model. I'm sorry. You know what?
And
I
it's
have a
gonna
stag
be
somewhere in here.
4D. So they need to make a Constitution save.
Okay.
14.
Dad,
Yes, sweetie.
where's Mom?
She should be upstairs if she's not there yet.
Well, not because like asleep.
Oh, she's probably on the computer or in our room.
Okay. 3 make their saves and 1 doesn't.
Nice, sweetie.
19, 20, 21, 22 damage.
Get the crap out of me. I'm just sitting there all like, Dad. Another reason not to have kids. I'm terrified of it, apparently. Okay.
Wait, what was the first reason?
Money. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So there's 22 damage.
Okay, or half as much on a...
Half as much on a.
Okay.
Yeah, so 11.
Let's see. All right, well, they all die.
I caused this. It's only fitting that I get us out of it.
So you get stung and you just go, ah, and you just magnify your voice, and it just, all 4 of them.
Wow. All right, back to the horse, shall we? I mean, stag. It's a horse body.
We're working on it, okay? Tagulian actually looks down and he goes, oh, I don't feel the circle anymore.
Oh, I shattered the circle.
What was that?
Sweet.
Yeah, Prop was like,
What happened?
Get on,
What is this on the tent?
get on Thornlock's
Why am I all
back.
back?
Get on Thornlock's back.
Yeah, should we get him... Is there an elixir of virgin?
I asked to Gillian, I say, I don't suppose you would happen to have the ability to cure blindness by chance.
Teardrops of a unicorn, baby. The staff that I gave you should be able to cure that.
You only have one
Not
charge
today, though.
left.
Not today.
Oh, well, what is it if you roll a 1, it explodes?
If I roll a 1, it completely...
But he has to have enough charges in order.
I have to have enough charges. I only have 1 charge. And that's all.
Which Tegulian goes, I can attempt to use a bit of my energy in order to revitalize the staff, if you so desire.
Would it hurt you?
Yes. But you did save my life, so I feel like I probably owe you.
If he shoots a rainbow out of his butt, you gotta describe it to me.
I say, we would be most grateful.
I can't see it.
Oh yeah, I'll describe it to you.
I could also
We're gonna
use your
put it
help
close.
to revitalize the staff. If you would give your essence to infuse it.
I say, I volunteer.
Good. Bring the staff over, please.
I just take it from him.
Okay.
No.
And
All right.
he has you. He paws at the ground a little bit to have you set it down in front of him. Puffs at the ground. And then he goes, place your hands upon my antlers.
I'm like, I think of this thing as like a deity, so I'm like very, like, sort of awestruck and humbled.
So as you like wrap your hands gently around his antlers, you feel it kind of like this hum, and then you feel the life energy starting to be pulled from you as he starts glowing with golden light, and then leans down and breathes into the staff. So
Style.
this is going to be radiant damage.
You're gonna glow.
So you take 8 radiant damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 8 until you take a long rest.
Okay.
And he breathes in, and 8 charges are added to the staff.
Nice.
6, 7. Okay.
And then he takes the staff, and he kind of nudges your hands, letting you know that you're good, and you kind of stumble backwards and sit down in a
Cast
chair
mass healing
yourself. And he cast mass healing instead of the thing that's supposed to save you.
We'll save you and then cast mass healing.
And then he gently picks up the staff with his mouth and sets it down in front of the still kind of stumbling Brahm.
No, he's sitting down in a chair.
Yeah,
Find a chair.
he's still stumbling though. He's still. And he goes, "You have very devoted friends."
Indeed.
Don't forget it.
What? Not the time.
I just
Yes,
say,
thank you.
I say it was deserve.
Okay.
I roll.
And I'm not being ironic. I'm being serious.
I'm gonna attempt less restoration. We have 2 of those charges.
Now, does that automatically work, or do you have to roll
It's
for it?
instantaneous. I touch a creature and end either one disease or one condition inflicted. Condition can be blinded, deaf.
You better
Poke yourself in the eye.
I'm gonna do the Rafiki, but whack!
And then your vision clears up.
I can see. Oh, you look like crap.
And then Tegulian turns towards Akio, but not because he's looking at Akio, because Parnagust is on your shoulder. And he goes, the rest are here as well. Please save them. And Parnagust goes, I knew it.
It's the bird.
And he looks at you and he goes, will you help me save all of my companions?
Of course, that's indeed.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
How many more?
What do they look like?
There's like 3 others, right?
Yes.
Since it's the 5 enclave.
Yep.
What was on your staff? There was the stag, the raven.
At this point, I think it was the Raven, wasn't it? Last
Yep.
time?
So there's
top,
5 totems total, and that's what he's asking is what are all the totems?
Oh, the totems. There is the Raven. There was a boar in there, wasn't there?
There is a boar.
There was a boar. There was a stag, and there was a
bear.
was an
Bear.
There is a bear. Looking at the staff,
I
there
want
is
to
a
meet
bear.
the bear.
A bear, a boar, and a panther.
panther.
Oh, I want to meet the panther.
Bagheera.
Is it a pink panther?
It's made of
Purple.
wood.
It's made of wood.
I say, are they all here in this lodge?
Yeah, somewhere in or around it.
Are they all in one of the holding circles?
I don't know the specifics. I just know that they were all brought here with me.
How were you captured?
I was following the cult, and I was snuck up on by a construct. We spirits can't really sense them like we can the natural creatures, and they were able to take us all by surprise and capture us.
Ouch.
So I assume the constructs are still here.
I would assume so as well. I would expect that whoever is working with the cult is in this building, or at least his followers are.
Do you know anything about him? Everything seems there seems to be a lot of mechanical the statues, these constructs.
I know that they call him the Master, at least those that do serve him. I hear he's a powerful warlock, but I've never seen him before myself.
A warlock. Well, I say, hey, Thornock, could you help me with this tapestry? I want to see if we can fit it in the toolbox. Hey, I'm a thief by trade,
I
all right?
understand that, but we're kind of on a mission here.
Money.
I start rolling it up.
Okay.
We're on a mission.
Is Thornock actually there?
Yeah, sure. Let's steal some stuff.
Rage steel.
All right, I'm gonna go try and find the next one. You guys have fun trying to get the tapestry.
Well, don't go by yourself.
Tapestry.
So Brahm and Akio and Lunera then?
Yeah.
Hey, wait up.
No, you guys go different ways.
Tagulia nods and he goes, I must return to my realm and rest.
Wait a second. Okay, hold on, everybody. Hold on. We've made a lot of noise. People know that we're here.
That shatter 300
They're
feet.
looking for us, right?
Makes a noise.
Let's not split up right now. I think that would be a bad idea.
I say we kick the door out.
Well, the
Kill
doors
anything
are locked anyways. I
We're
forgot.
locked in right
I need
now,
to
yeah.
unlock them
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But maybe
What if we dig up
we could
floorboard?
sneak out a window
Get
and do
underneath.
some scouting, or not necessarily go.
If I
raging
only
through the
had
halls.
my raven that could scout for us.
When we
Hey,
were,
I'm really good at scouting.
as far as the construction of this building, does it look like there is a subfloor in the room above us, or is it like open rafters?
There's another floor above you.
Is it? I'm thinking Mission Impossible style. Like, is there any way to get into the ceiling and go through the floor and
Do
pop
they have
down
central
into
air? Is the question.
No, there are no vents or anything like that style where there would be a gap between it. It's
There's
kind of
not like an
so-
attic
yeah.
space.
No.
Okay.
No crawl space.
There's no crawl space. That's
what
what
page
that's what I was
number is
looking
this tapestry on for future
Right.
reference?
That is page 67, and then just put point 11.
Okay, you're right. We shouldn't.
And then Reese, make sure that you put 40 pounds on for the tapestry for your bag of holding.
Yeah, it's 40 pounds.
It is 40 pounds.
What's the total capacity?
500.
Where are we at right now?
40 out of 500?
A lot of gold in there, or a lot of copper rather.
Yeah.
Copper,
Yeah.
We need to get like a transmutations or.
We need to find money changers.
I'm actually not sure where we're at.
I believe it was 10 coins is a pound, I want to say. 50 coins is a pound.
I think it
Sounds
sounds
right.
10 seems too small. I think.
567.
Yeah, I think it's
84. Do you think of it like in a bag, 10 gold coins, be roughly a pound?
Nah. I mean, they're not that big. They're like quarters.
But they're many thicker.
Look
If
it
it's
up.
gold, if it's solid gold anyway, because gold's pretty malleable.
So what's our total like gold count?
50 coins equals a pound.
50 coins. Equals
Yeah, because you guys aren't all carrying your individual
Right.
gold. So what's the total?
Well, I'm carrying
count?
my.
I'm assuming that he's basically got all of our copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Thornock does have all of the copper at least.
All the stuff from the castle.
I'm
Which is
carrying my
1,000.
gold on me.
It's like 1,000 copper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I carry my gold except for what we got in the castle last
Yeah.
2 chests, I think.
I have 205 copper, which is
Yeah, I have
like-
214.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have 40.
And you didn't add some when we found that chest full of copper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 200 apiece.
Everyone's
So
supposed
add
to get, like,
200.
Yeah, add 200 copper coins to yours. So what we need to do for reference then is if you're not carrying the money, it needs to be on Thornock's character sheet to be divided later.
1,000 copper roughly between us all. There's probably more. So that is
divided by 50.
I didn't take any copper that last time because I couldn't carry it.
Okay.
So whatever that, if it was 200.
No, we just picked up the treasure and dumped it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
So yours is in there.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's what you guys need to determine is you need to determine if you're keeping some money on your person, and then the rest goes into Thornock's character sheet for his so that he can track the weight on it, or if you guys are all keeping your gold to your you're dividing it up at that time, then you need to be carrying it yourself because it's.
As if just for brevity, for going forward, just put it in the bag, and then everything that's on your person right now, just keep it.
Size, weight.
Yeah, so it does say 50 coins for a pound is the general consensus.
So it's 20 pounds right now.
20 pounds.
Of copper.
Yeah, 20 pounds of coins. There's a few precious gems that probably equal maybe another couple pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
So we're doing okay for now.
Yeah.
So in the 40, so we're only at most 100 out of 500 pounds.
Correct. Okay. And then
And that would be
put in there,
really straight.
like the great sword or something.
Yeah, there are a few weapons that Thornock put in there as well that we're able to fit in. So, yep.
Great. We've got the tapestry problem solved.
Perfect.
Let's go find the bear.
It's like Mary Poppins.
Okay. I would like to offer maybe some scouting.
Okay.
A little. I know there were some doors. I'm trying not to metagame here, but I do remember we came in here and then just went straight in this room.
Yep.
So I would suggest we check maybe the other doors in the hallway that we just came from.
I release my lock on one of the doors.
On that
Probably
one.
that,
Yeah.
yeah,
I want
probably
the,
the
keep the other one locked just in case.
So I want to stealth out there.
Make the stealth noise as you. Okay.
Oh, that brings back memories.
Yep.
And my stealth check.
Is that a 3?
Hey, doesn't matter. It's a 14.
14. Okay.
It might matter a little bit, but it's a bad roll.
So you look into the first door that you come to. You crack it open and you look in, and it appears to be a guest chamber.
Okay.
The furnishings include a bed covered with blankets of furs, a small desk with a unlit oil lamp on top of it, a washstand, a chamber pot, and a brazier of coals. The window is shuttered.
Okay, I want to search it for valuables and or traps.
I'll go ahead and tell you right now, no valuables, no traps.
Look in the chamber pot.
I'm not checking the chamber.
Shame. All right.
You find a golden poo.
A scribe.
Moving on to the next door, then.
Yes.
You find the same thing.
Okay.
These appear to be unoccupied guest rooms.
Okay. Well, I let everybody know that there was nothing there.
Okay.
And then I say, let's check this final door.
Okay, so you walk up to that door. You can hear just on the other side of it. You can hear people talking, and then you can hear like a chopping noise, a rhythmic chopping noise.
Oh.
Kitchen.
Machine.
Maybe. But I'm a little nervous. Okay. I walk back and I tell everybody to come with me. Is the raven still with us?
Yes, Partagas is with you. Tugulian is gone.
Tugulian is gone. I say, I can hear some noises on the other side of this door. I'd like to see if I can poke my head in without being seen. And assess the situation, but I'd like to have you close.
Kind of risky. Okay, we'll be right behind you.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
So go and roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Everybody?
No, just well, everybody do roll me a stealth check for moving.
24.
Did you cast?
No.
Dang it.
21.
21. 11. 7.
Oh no.
And Thornock, what'd you get on yourself?
Natural 20.
Okay. Alrighty, and then let's see here.
I'm about to creak the door and he just picks both.
What did you say yours was?
24.
24.
I dropped my bottle on the floor and it was really loud.
Ding 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 ding.
I can't take you guys anywhere. Fool of a duck.
Fool of a took.
I'm reading Lord of the Rings with Knox right now. It's awesome. He's loving it.
I think that was the next on my reading list as well.
My wife has never read them, and so
Just skip the prologue.
I want to read it all. I think I can do it.
I appreciate that, but like maybe finish the book first, then go back and read the prologue, and then start the Two Towers. Because you kind of got to get into it. And Tolkien,
he describes
he takes
over the top.
He takes some. It's got to percolate a little bit.
So like George R. R. Martin.
Then
No, it is like if George R. R. Martin was quirky.
Yeah.
He writes like
Silmarillion after that.
It's hard to describe Tolkien's writing style.
He writes like he was writing 80 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very paced, yeah.
I mean, it was just a different.
So you poke your head in.
Yes.
The spacious kitchen is a hive of activity. A large stove stands against one wall and contains a roaring fire with bubbling stew pots and a shank of venison suspended above it.
Oh no.
A string of onions and herbs crisscross the ceiling like webs above cluttered tables. Preparing meals are 4 humans, 2 men, and 2 women. All are within an arm's reach of boiling water, cleavers, and knives, and their stares, well, actually, they're not even looking at you. They're too busy cooking. Yep, they don't notice you.
Okay.
Knew it was a kitchen.
Throw a shadow right in the middle. Splash all that hot water on them.
But yeah, they're just workers.
Maybe I can persuade him. Just walk in like, hello, I'm hungry. Where's my
I think you should try it. I think you should try it.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Suicide.
Do you have your cult robes?
I do.
So he's still wearing the
but
coat
they know
robe.
the cult
still wearing
the
it,
cult left.
But the
Well, he's a straggler.
Okay.
I don't want to kill these people if they're not. I don't feel bad about the lizard folk.
Excuse me,
Let's just watch
He's gonna have like deep-seated issues regarding killing lizard folk.
I've seemed to have drunk too much.
But we might need to get through.
You know where my party went? I think I got behind.
Just be invisible and go look in the other door.
well, if he's got his
It's true, you could turn invisible.
And then we don't have to have a confrontation.
But what if we get food out of
Okay. You know, do what you want, man.
I'm
just kidding.
Do what you want.
I vote we murder them.
No.
Oh.
No.
Can we hear anything from where we're at, like what they're saying? And if, as far as like the interactions between them, do they seem like
They're calling
perception-wise? Do they look like they are indentured servitude kind of thing, or are they like?
They sound like they're preparing food. Like they're not making any sort of like, oh, I hate being a slave and it's terrible, and they're not being like, we're so evil and we're talking about our master plan.
They're
just asking
and ask for food because I need
sauce.
spices so I can do my thing to make my animal come back.
It's like you hear like a lot of on your left and a lot of these other kind of.
I could distract them, get their attention on me, and then hopefully, if I could give you invisibility, you can go check the door with advantage.
Is there like a Gordon Ramsay-ish one in there? He's yelling at them all, telling them on their head, "You're an idiot!"
Really want to use your deception skills. I know you.
Like the Alexa
The grilled cheese.
It's in the title. You're a grown-up man.
No, you were the only one who picked up robes. In fact, yours are, I believe they are Mondath's robes specifically.
They were purple.
Yeah, they were aware of purple robes, not kind of your common.
No one everyone in there, none of them are dressed like the cultists.
No, unfortunately, they're all dressed like chefs. From what I can tell.
Sous chef, man, he's giving me the greedy eye.
Let's just talk to him.
And talk
Just
to
see what's up. Yeah. Be a cool guy, but get some spices for him.
Guys, remember.
Do I announce your presence, or am I like, oh,
you just walk in.
behind the mirror?
Okay, but remember, his robes are still filthy.
They're pretty stinky. We washed them off, but they're still
tell him
stinky.
you just got done with battle with the bad guys.
Battle.
Okay, well, I'm gonna, I guess, open the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk in.
Is everybody else is off
Okay,
of it?
guys to the side. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna act like I'm in a stupor.
Okay.
A little bit drunk. Excuse me.
Oi!
I seem to have lost track of time. What time is it?
Is that a child wearing?
No, it's not a child. My head hurts. What time is it? Please.
I mean, it's late afternoon. I'm sorry.
Have they already left?
I mean, the last caravan to Parnas left about a day ago. Yeah.
A day? A whole day?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm so late.
I didn't realize we still had guests here. I need you to roll me a deception check.
2 plus 10, 12.
12. Okay.
Yes. Dagger.
Shatter the kitchen chefs.
They all kind of eye each other a little bit.
Okay.
And I didn't know we had any wearer of purples still here.
No, I've been predisposed with some other things, trying to get things, and I was up late drinking, and anyways, it's been a long story. Can any of you help me? I'm very hungry, I'm thirsty, and I need some spices to try and get this headache to go away. Incense.
Right.
Helps a lot.
And they all kind of look between each other and they go, well, I mean, dinner's going to be ready in maybe like half an hour. Are you dining with Talus or are you...
Yes. Yes, I don't know that, he may not know that I'm still here, but...
well, if she would... I need you to roll me another deception check. With...
Natural freaking 20! Plus 10, 30!
Okay, alrighty. They just assume that you're hungover.
Very hungover.
I'm sorry. Never mind. Yes, we will be dining. She may not know that I would like to have an company with her. Could you let her know that I'm still here?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll let her know. You weren't the ones in the courtyard earlier, were you?
No. Who was in the courtyard? I've been sleeping.
We don't know. Somebody attacked the gargoyles, and we've got Trespin and the other trolls
get inside?
looking for it. Yeah, but I mean, they're gone now, as far as we can tell.
They could have been an attempt on my life. Are you sure?
I mean, look, we're not the guards. You want to ask questions? You can ask the guards about it.
Do you have any incense?
Yeah, and they kind of get a bundle together, and they put some spices in it, like some cinnamon and sage and everything.
Perfect.
25 of that was 10.
That'll be perfect. This is the bundle. I need it so I can try and get this headache to go away by dinner.
Okay. Well, and they wrap it all up and hand the bundle to you, and they just said there's a couple rolls in there. We can't give you much else.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Do you look like you've been through quite the ordeal? Do
yes,
you need
can someone wash my robes? I puked on. I've been.
If you want, yeah, we can.
Smell this.
If you want, you can leave them. You can take them to the bath with you and get them all washed up and everything. Just go. Just go.
Thank you.
Oh, man,
I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
Close the door behind me.
Yeah, you didn't. It's probably
so you saw as you were in there, you saw a door leading off this way, a door leading outside, and you could see the kennel and stables in the back as well as in a small well. And you saw a couple more doors leading off to the right. And then there were stairs leading down.
The folks that are over there, was I seeing anyone going in and out of those doors?
No. They all appear to be cooking at this point.
Okay.
I say, go back in there and check what's in that room.
I take the spices out of Sam.
Or make me invisible, and I will.
I start to place them really quickly.
I'm gonna open the door again. Excuse me. I've seemed to have forgotten. Do you have any ale? I'd really like some top shelf
ale.
Wine?
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can get you. And they all kind of start.
I'm seeing where they're going.
They all start stumbling around. One heads off into the left room and opens up the door, and you can see that there's racks of food and everything in there. And then they come back out with
any like bears or
no. Unfortunately, there are no. Yeah. Unfortunately, there are no live animals in that room that you can see.
You go get the wine. I got it last time.
Perfect. And so as
the bear holds the bottles of wine. That's his trap. I can't drop these because they're expensive.
When he sees something shiny.
Yep. So they bring out a good bottle of bitter brew.
Perfect. Oh, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Oh,
where's the chamber pot? Please now.
And one of them just grabs like a pot and just holds it.
Not big enough. Not big enough. I'm gonna run for that back door.
Okay, all right. You run and you run out into the outside.
Okay.
And
can I force myself to retch?
You can go ahead and
I'm trying to see if I can
go ahead and roll me it would be a Constitution actually.
Save or
just a check.
6 plus 2. If it's just a check, it's gonna be 7.
Okay, so you make the sounds, but you can't get yourself to actually throw up. So go ahead and roll me a deception check with the disadvantage.
That's a 10 plus 10.
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yep.
That's 11. So yeah, 20. 10. Sorry, 10. Not natural 20. 20.
Okay. You all right?
Yep. Okay, I'm good. But just drink of water, perhaps, and I'll be out of your hair. Do I see anything where I'm standing?
Yeah. So you see the well right in front of you.
Okay.
Which you'll probably move towards to act like you're drinking some water. Get a ladle full. You do see the kennel off. It's kind of this small stone structure.
Okay.
That looks. It doesn't look like the stables. It looks like they house just something smaller in there. And then you see the larger stables off to the side a little bit.
Okay.
Yep.
Nobody's like walking around or doing
as you are like getting a drink of water, there is something that comes around the corner, and he's pretty large. He is green, and he has this long kind of beak-like saggy nose, and he has 4 muscular arms. Whoa. And 2 of those arms are holding on to guard drakes that are sniffing around at the ground. And he looks up at you, and he goes, "Give me the sign."
I'm gonna try and throw up in the thing. I'm gonna look at him. Start throwing up, act like I'm gonna throw up in the well.
Okay, go and roll me another Constitution saving, or not?
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Gosh. Plus 1. That's 2.
Yeah. So you can't reach the well. Like you can't like reach to like retch over into it. Okay. So you just kind of like dry heave a little bit, pretend against it.
I'm terribly sorry. And it's been a long day, and I'm gonna do the same like weird hand thing that we remember seeing before that they would do. And be like, "Oh, my head is spinning. Who are you?"
Okay, go ahead and roll me a deception check, please.
Don't get eaten by
17 plus 10, 27.
He nods and he goes, "I'm Trespid, the groundskeeper."
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I can't see you very well. Everything's spinning. Thank you for. Have you found the intruders?
No, they're gone. And one of the drakes starts growling at you a little bit. Oh no. And he pulls on it with the chain, and he's like, "Stupid animal."
Perfect. Oh well, I won't get out of your hair. Continue on with whatever you're doing.
You won't get out of my hair.
I'm sorry. It was a figure of speech. A figure of speech. And I better go inside. I may start vomiting on you.
And he just kind of starts walking past you. Again, one of the drakes like is sniffing you a bit and kind of snarls, and he yanks it, and he heads into the kennel. And as he opens up the door, you hear him go, "Get back, you beasts!" And you hear more snarling in there and everything. And he goes, "I see you're still secure," and then the door closes.
Okay. I'm gonna go back inside quickly.
The chefs
like the quick waddle.
Kind of look at you like, "Everything okay out there?"
Yes, I feel much better. Thank you. I apologize. And then I'm going to kind of stumble towards the door to the left.
To the left with these?
Yeah.
This one?
I'm gonna stumble.
Okay. He's just going.
Okay. and they go, those are the servants' quarters.
Oh, yes, sorry. Room spinning, and then I'll go back that way.
This one?
I'll just try the next. I'll just keep going to the next door.
They don't stop you as you enter into this hallway.
Slumping
against it. You see a door to your immediate right, and then further down you see another door to the right, and then another door into a hallway.
Can I cast message? Is anyone in the hallway?
No, there's nobody in the hallway.
I'll cast a message.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, "All right, can you hear me?"
Yes.
There are a very large amount of guard drakes outside. They don't seem to have noticed where we're at. I'm not sure. I'm in the hallway. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go now. I'm lost. Save me.
I say you could just make your way back to us if you'd like, or if you want to keep going, we'll try and find a way outside and to the kennels.
Oh, I'll be right there. And so I'm going to kind of stumble back in. That's not the right hallway.
As you stumble in through this door, and the chefs give you this kind of... They actually groan. They've physically grown. This door opens up, and another man steps in. It is... Let's see here.
Where's... I need to get out of here. I'm trying to leave.
What have you gotten yourself into?
He kind of straightens up his coat and everything, and he looks over and he goes, "I wasn't aware we had any more wares of purple."
Yes, I seem to have been left behind. long story.
You look like you've had quite the journey, sir. Is there anything that I can do to assist you?
Perhaps.
I could direct you to the baths if you'd like.
Oh, perfect.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All right. And he walks over and he walks out this door.
Okay.
And do you follow?
Yeah, I'll follow him.
So he leads you down this hallway and he goes, I will make sure that we set another place and let Talus know that you're still here. And he leads you in and he opens up the door and he goes, I have a guest, everyone. Please back away. And you enter into this room and you see about, let's see how many are in here.
Oh no.
It's getting worse.
By the way, the whole time he's doing this, I'm trying to do my ritual.
Yeah,
to get my animal back. Just sitting outside the hallway.
You're like burning
incense. They can't tell because the kitchen's right there. No one's gonna think, you know.
You see like this kind of room that's got a bunch of different shelves on it as well.
Okay.
This 10-foot hallway, but all these shelves have like crude beds in them, and there's about 24 kobolds that are just like kind of stacked into these rooms, or like they're on the floor and they all kind of just back away from you and everything. And then he opens up this door to the immediate right, and inside you can smell the bath salts and everything.
Good day to you, and I'm gonna take a candle and throw it at him. As I walk.
A candle?
I'll take one of my candles and I'm gonna toss it.
The kobolds go into a frenzy.
Kobolds love candles.
Dobby's free!
So this wall chamber has a large bathtub in it that's full up with water, nice steaming hot water. And then there is actually there's a lower bath too. So there's like the big bath, and then kind of down a little bit there's this lower bath that's like got a few washcloths in it and everything.
Perfect. And could you do me one more favor?
We're all in the hall.
Do you mind laundering? my robes?
Of course, yes. And they fold it up, and he folds up your robes once you hand them to him. Okay. And he goes, "I'll get these washed and back to you."
I'm gonna jump in the bath and I'm gonna go. All right, guys. I'm good.
Okay, so the rest of you have been waiting. It's been 10 minutes now, so you've done a little bit of that spider venom again to give it, because it gave it that kind of cool, like purpley twinge or like pattern to it that you liked. And what do you summon this time?
I'm gonna summon a cat.
A cat?
Yeah.
So the smoke rises up and then solidifies into a cat with golden eyes. What color fur do you pick for this?
Black cat.
A black cat. Okay.
With purple eyes.
Yeah, purple eyes. Okay. And it looks, and it kind of stretches its claws a little bit and kind of wiggles, trying to get use, and it goes, "Interesting choice, master."
Yeah, your name is Felix.
I will forget that I was ever called Edgar.
That was when you were Raven. You have a new name.
Of course.
You're Felix.
What can I do for you?
Send him to scout the kennels that Braum was
telling us. I tell him about the kennels that Braum told Ari about.
Okay.
And then I send him on his way.
Alrighty. And he'll
tell us what you see.
Go out one of the doors that you open up for him, because he's a cat and can't open doors himself.
Oh wait, let's go over to the windows. In the guest room. You said there was windows.
Yeah, so there's shuttered windows in each of these guest rooms, and actually some windows in these as well.
Okay.
If you wanted to be in the park.
So while I'm sitting in the bath, I just want to be detailing to them about a little more in detail, because I wasn't as rushed to tell them about. There's a guy out there. Big nose.
I say, what? It sounds like I hear splashing water. What are they cooking you? What are you?
Never mind that.
Everything's fine.
That's great.
Eating his rolls.
Having some grapes.
Yeah, maybe burning some incense. I'm having spotting.
I say, when who was this person that you're having dinner with tonight? Supposedly. Talus. When she finds out that you're not really who you say you are, I hope we're in position to.
I got a dagger
to come and save you.
Got a dagger.
That worked so well last time.
I say, well, hurry up with whatever you're doing and try and find us. We're gonna send the cat.
Was this the person that he mentioned before? That the stag had mentioned, or did they not know the name?
They didn't know the name. I'm assuming that it must be the warlock, because they seem to be the leader here. So I could be wrong.
The constructs. It would stand to reason. All right.
Send Felix out of the window.
Okay. All right. So you guys, you going into the guest room?
Yeah.
Okay.
We open the shutters and I say, "Bring me back information."
I do like toss them out the window a little bit. It's not too high of a drop.
Head over heels doing that.
I don't know if I could choose like his size or whatever, but I would, if I can, I would say he's a smaller than average cat.
Okay. Yeah, as long as it's like within the size category.
Yeah, still okay. Just
he's not
smaller than average.
I don't know if I could choose his size, but as big as a dragon. Right? Like that would probably I'd probably have to put a stop there.
No, I mean because
I think Clifford's the big red dog.
Almost kitten, but like full grown, like somewhere in that.
Just like a runt.
Yeah, just the smallest of them.
Scrawny, but not bony.
No, definitely, he's bony and scrawny. He looks like he needs
any pads away.
Okay.
So you guys are sitting there waiting. Are you warging into him as well?
No, I can telepathically communicate up to 100 feet. So if it's within 100 feet, I'll just ask him what he's seeing.
Okay. And he like describes, if you ask him, he describes everything. Like, oh, there's grass all around. There's some trees off in the distance. I see that there's a well here.
Tell me what's inside of the
right.
We'll go into it.
And he looks up. He looks up and he goes, I don't see any entrance into the kennel.
You scratch at the door and see if somebody comes, and then hide, and then see if somebody opens the door.
Wonderful idea. And after a moment, you're all right. I'm hiding. I found some wood to hide in.
Okay.
Opening the door.
Sprint underneath.
I see. There's a big creature, green skinned. Yes, forearms. I'm gonna try and run in. Oh my gosh! There's drakes! There's drakes! There's drakes! And then it just cuts off.
I war again.
You war again, and you just see him running like hell, and yeah, just towards the forest. And then he looks back, and you can see that a couple of the drakes are like running out of the kennel after him, and this big creature is like trying to grab him by the necks and like pull him back. Like, no, it's just a cat.
Did they chase off after him?
They were chasing out the door, but he's like holding them by the tails at this point.
I look back. Did we see what was in the room? What was being held?
No. The way that the door opened and the way that he ran, it was the other side. You could see a few kennels, but not much else.
All right, come back. That was close enough call.
And he comes jumping in, and he's like, "That was terrifying."
I just pick him up and pet him. I'm so sorry.
And he starts purring.
You're a terrible person.
I'm sorry, I killed you once.
What time of day is it? Did you say?
It is late afternoon at this point.
It's getting pretty costly.
I just want to see if I can stealth over it, but maybe we need to explore a little bit more, or go kill some kobolds.
So the gentleman comes back in and he lays down a fresh, laundered clothing for you. It's actually quite quick.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna go over the setup, grab my bag of gold, and I'm gonna flick him one gold piece and say, "This is."
He catches it and he looks at it and he goes, "I thought all wealth was supposed to go to the mother dragon."
It is. I've acquisitioned this from a local village on the way here. They were not able to put it into the pile before we left. That is why I'm in such a hurry. I do not want the Tiamat to.
Well, I don't want her angered either, so I'll keep that there.
Good man. It is more of a gesture.
Right. I'll let Talus know that you're here, and he leaves.
Thank you very much. How long until dinner?
About 10 minutes.
Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and start dressing in my robes.
This is a good bath. You're fully clean now. No muck or anything. It was nice.
Really like shining and like the ding.
Maybe he's dead.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Okay.
So what are the rest of you doing?
I want to kill the four-armed dude. Let's sneak out the window.
Okay. Let's go out the window.
I know Thornock's got my back. Like, too much talking.
He grabs you by the back, throws you out.
Yeah, he literally got you by the back.
Yeah, let's go out the window.
Okay, so you guys go out the window. You sneak around to the kennel, and you can hear that kind of snarling and everything in there. And are you just going, like, are you going to walk in? Or are you going to...
Let's stealth. Pause. Can I push pause?
Yeah.
I'm thinking we try and do something to lure them out, because usually our very elaborate plans to lure people out of things go really well. Could we burn the kennels to the ground? Wait, there's some things inside that we might want. Why don't we check the stables?
Yeah.
I want to go around back.
Okay.
The back of the kennels, because you said we couldn't see any door or entrance or windows or anything like that.
Yeah, there's no windows or doors in the kennel. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't
Stone
know.
wall building has a mossy roof and no windows. Solid oak doors at either end are 9 feet tall, and the whole thing resembles a small barn.
There's no. Could I I want to try and scamper up and get on the roof. Is there like a chimney or anything up?
No, there is not.
Never mind. Minor illusion can't. Yeah. You have a drake run away. You're like, wait, go back.
I can just put a drake out in the distance, catch him off guard, and have him run after.
Should we go check the stables?
Yeah, I'm thinking, what if I cast minor illusion, like what Brom said? Well, he wasn't here to tell me this. This was all my idea. I cast minor illusion of a drake off in the distance, and he'll see it and be like, "What the heck?" and like run off after it, and we can sneak in.
Maybe
might work, might not. At least until he got up to it and realized it was fake.
Let's try that. I'll use minor illusion to make like a growling drake noise right outside the door, and then when he opens the door, you use your minor illusion to just let's do the image of a drake like running off
as far away as I can.
Okay, I need stealth checks from everybody to hide if you're hiding.
Just the two of us, right?
Well, I need from everybody so that he can't see anybody, except for Brom, who's still enjoying
spa day.
Yes.
23.
Manicured.
12.
12?
22.
22. Thornock?
23.
23.
Okay. All right. So you guys are as hidden as you think you can be.
Okay.
Akio's like hanging in the well.
I'm just so tired.
This guy's he's gonna have predator vision.
Okay, I say, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so right outside the door, using minor illusion, I make a noise of like a drake like growling, basically.
Okay. You've dealt with enough drakes that
I've almost been killed by several.
Exactly. You hear a voice from inside go, "What in the world?" And then go, and then this big heavy door opens up, and this four-armed troll steps out and looks around, and you cast minor illusion to see. Then he sees another drake off in the distance, just kind of standing there. Like, how do you have it?
He's I can't make him move.
Yeah, you can.
I'm tearing apart the cat.
You can make one.
Okay, he's yeah, it looks like he's attempting to run away.
Just got brought back to life.
Right. Gosh dang it.
And he's going to he goes, "How did you get out?" And then he's going to move off in that direction, tromping over it. And you see him like reach in and grab a collar and leash as he moves on away.
Okay. I want to stealth. Let's just go.
He closed the door on his way too.
Okay, fine. We wait till he's like far enough away that he wouldn't hear us open the door. You know what I mean?
I look for a stump to keep the door open so it doesn't. So we have an easy jump out the way, take the stump out.
So you run up to the door and you all kind of slam up against it, but it doesn't budge.
It's locked.
Not necessarily. There doesn't appear to be a lock on this door.
It's just really heavy.
It just might be really heavy.
Can Thornock open it? Let's try and open it. Thornock.
Let's do it. What roll do I need to make?
Strength check, please.
Can we all try as a team?
Need help?
Yeah. I will go ahead and roll one as
Yeah. Lunar's going to assist you.
Okay, that's good enough. I don't think I'm strong enough to do anything with this.
Yeah, that is strongest.
26.
21.
So Lunira goes up to give you a boost, and you just kind of like shove the door open.
Okay.
And you all step inside.
With weapons drawn.
Okay, weapons drawn.
And my cat is next to me on the ground.
So all four of you step inside. There are... You can hear growling from
20
6
drakes
of the kennels.
6 kennels.
Already our minds are becoming blind.
So we're just going to do...
It's a good thing I spent 8 of my hit points to cure the bath taker over there so he could help us.
Do I have a I'm about. If I get hit bad, then I'm
Let me stay at the back.
And you do see one more figure in the room as well.
And it's a panther.
It's a dragon. A fully adult blue dragon.
Jeez, spoiling my fun, aren't you?
Ancient black dragon head. He was sleeping under the ground.
What a chump.
Actually, I don't think they burrow. The white ones do.
Oh, yeah.
You see a large bear.
Hey!
And this bear has a deep red fur. And he is held in place. He's got a lock on his neck and one on each of his front paws, and that's kind of got him standing almost human-like. And on each of these is kind of this, it leads up to this winch on the ceiling and comes down, and the other end has these giant boulders on it that are covered with arcane runes, just etched into it. And each of them has a different hole carved into it as well. And he looks over and he goes, Parnagost. And Parnagost smiles and he goes,
He was with us, I forgot.
and he goes, Adalis, it is great to see you.
Adalis.
Everyone, this is Adalis, the Ruby Contender.
Ruby Contender. Sounds cool. A-D-O-L-I-S.
A-D-A-L-I-S.
Adalis.
Adalis.
Endless.
Adalis. Look, get me out of here. Now, Parnagost. No time for your semantics. And he goes, I'm afraid I don't know how, sir. That's why I brought these friends with me.
Alice?
Talus.
I am assuming there are drakes in here.
Yes, the drakes are behind these kennels. They're inside these wooden kennels, and they are snarling and, kind of tugging, or, because they're obviously smelling something that's not supposed to be there.
Right. There were 6 of them, you say?
Yep.
But for now, they can't get to us.
Yeah, for now they cannot get to us. Yeah.
Until what's his name comes back and maybe we should follow him out into the woods, take him out while he's out there and he doesn't have his drake friends to help him.
Oh, we did this wrong.
Was it you that sent that troll away?
Yeah, we distracted him, but now we're thinking maybe we should go try to take him out while he's alone.
Lock the door.
Advice?
Get me out of here.
Don't know if we have time to figure that out before the troll comes back.
You guys go get the troll.
We might need your help for the troll.
Okay, cat, stay here. Stay. Let's go.
Are you insane?
He can run away if it
The
gets
cat
scary.
is gonna get eaten.
Have the cat sit on his shoulder or something.
I say, we'll be right back.
Oh, I forgot to mention, because I always forget to mention XP, 1500 XP for releasing Tegalian.
Is that for everyone?
Yes, that's 1500 apiece.
Nice. I put my cat on the bear.
And he goes, ugh, and the cat falls off and he just growls at you.
Need this. It's so I can keep an eye on
Barnabas
him.
goes, I would probably not do that. He's temperamental.
Stop being a whiny.
Put the cat on the bear. Hey,
Put your face
Don't
off.
insult the bear either.
back out the door. We're gonna chase that troll down and kill him in the woods.
So you run up and Thornock opens up the door and there's a troll standing.
Of course, there is.
Oh, hello there.
And he...
Fireball!
Okay. Okay.
Already?
Yeah, catch him by surprise.
So he goes, give me this. And just gets hit with this firebolt in the side of the head.
Oh crap, I didn't mean fireball. I meant fireball.
No.
I said the wrong spell. Oh,
Okay.
Heat of the moment, he mixed them up.
it's only an 8 to hit. I missed.
Unless he's really slow.
Do you have a plus something?
No. Plus 6 to hit. And I rolled a 2.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So firebolt goes over his head, and then we go into initiative.
That's why I meant to cast firebolt.
I'm picturing this,
Fireball.
this
Why didn't you
montage.
throw the
You guys are in this
cat in?
tense moment, and I'm just like,
I meant to cast fireball because that's a dex save, not a to hit spell. So I totally messed it up. Oh well.
Okay, initiatives,
Classic
please.
Accio.
10. Jeez.
A 2 again, so far.
18.
Just a moment here.
I wish I could reverse message you.
I could have gotten sending, but it's a 3rd level spell to burn to go in on any plane anywhere. Unless it's like, I think it's like a point
Thornock.
10% chance of
As
failure.
a bonus action, I send my cat to go get him.
19.
As a
19.
bonus action, you should throw the
Anybody
cat.
else get higher than 19?
10.
10. What you got? 18?
I got 18.
Okay. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 10, 10, 10.
8. 4. Taking a bath.
I'm lost.
Yeah, Braum isn't here for this. You encounter a rubber duck in the bath, and you have to fight it as well.
I pull out my dagger and I stab him in the head.
Shampoo.
So after Trespin ducks under the firebolt that gets launched at him, he lets out a roar, and he's going to act first.
And I go,
He's gonna break the chains. Y'all gonna get eaten. Oh no!
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
there.
No, fortunately he's out of the room. So maybe he can't let the drakes out of their cages.
Okay.
so what happens if I'm warped in my cat and Accio dies? Am I trapped in my cat forever?
That'd be a really good story plot, wouldn't it?
But you can still cast spells.
Yeah, I'm just curious. My attack would be like the worst.
You gotta Obi-Wan Kenobi me and be like, get out of the bathroom, master.
Oh, I will. My ghost will come get you.
So, seeing that Thornock is the one in front of him,
Yay!
he's going to attack Thornock 5 times.
Oh, that's a lot of times.
Yep.
Wow.
So,
I guess he's got one for each hand in the headbutt.
Yeah.
the first one is a 16 to hit.
Oh man, we're dead.
Yeah.
Rage! Oh man, I wish you could rage.
For 10 damage, 10 piercing damage.
Lord, I'm gonna die.
Cool.
You can't rage as a reaction, can you?
I got punched so hard I got
The
mad.
next one is higher, and that's going to be...
Oh man.
We're all gonna die, guys.
No, we're not.
12 slashing damage.
Oh my gosh.
And then the next one's higher.
Oh my gosh.
And because he's hit with 2 claws at this point, that means an extra...
What? That's a lot of dice.
He's doing the like that.
He's like that guy in the
For 15 slashing damage.
15. Goro.
Goro, yeah.
whatever.
You grab him and you squeeze him and his head's gonna pop.
And the next one is, let's see, that's only a 15 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay.
I thought his AC was higher.
For 11 slashing damage. And the last one is a 14 to hit.
Still hits.
For 12 slashing
Get
damage.
out of here.
He's dead.
Is he dead? Are you dead?
I have 5 HP left.
So he just comes in and he just claw, and then he like bites into you.
So he wrecked me.
Yep.
Oh,
That's more damage than Thornock has ever taken in all of the 6 levels he's been alive so far. Thanks for taking the brunt of that one.
I only have 1/3 level spell.
Oh, you're welcome.
And then he's going to use his move and he's going to push in and just push everybody out of the way as he rushes into the room.
That's not good. At least he took his action. Kill him quick!
He will provoke an opportunity attack from Thornock for this. So Thornock, you can make a reaction opportunity attack.
That's a natural 20.
That's
There
it.
you go.
All right.
You got pissed.
You did bring up a separate map.
Yes, this is the kennel specifically.
Okay.
Yep. So there's not much space
These are
in
the
here.
Drake.
Yep, these are the ambush drakes inside their kennel.
20 points of damage.
20.
Woohoo! He only has 100 more.
And then regenerate him on his turn.
Hit him with fire. But not a fireball because we will all die.
I can shape
Is this the same type of troll
not
that we fought
enough.
before?
It does look like a troll.
Looks like April.
Do scorching.
So
The one that she picked her up and we sent off her
Because
woods.
you'll hit the
Yeah.
bear. Well, maybe
I can say 4 of you.
1, 2. Well, there's only 1, 2, 3 of us plus the bear. So
Yeah, so I can-
and you.
that's true. You just have to cast it far enough away from yourself that it wouldn't hit you too. I guess.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool looking fireball.
Maybe the bear hasn't worn.
Thornock, it is your turn actually.
Be like a fire snowflake.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
If I rage,
Okay.
can I use one of my attack actions to drink a potion? The other attack action.
So the way that the multi-attack works is your attack action, you take the attack action and it gives you 2 attacks. Like it gives you 2 attacks that you can make. It's not 2 actions. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was clarifying.
It's okay. You fight better when you're backed up against the death.
Against
the death.
the death.
Just
The-
stab him and run when you don't run.
All of a sudden, Thornock sees out of the corner of his eye a hooded dark figure carrying a scythe.
And it just goes, never thought we'd get this close. Okay, you are now raging, my friend.
I'm erased.
And I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
17.
17 will hit.
Rocky, you bit your leg off.
I gotta try and stun lock this guy.
Yeah.
9.
9 damage, okay.
So I think we should go for the arms.
Rip them off one by one.
Kill him.
Well, of course you
Right.
can, but you know.
19.
That will hit as well.
Just do the
we-
soft palm thing where you like hit his pressure points and then cut off his cheek.
12 damage.
Okay.
The whooshy finger.
Yeah.
Not the whooshy finger one.
Okay. Alrighty, and then I'm assuming that you are not moving anywhere because there's really nowhere to go except for outside the kennel.
No, I'm not moving.
So as he kind of moves past you, you slice into his leg a little bit and he lets out a small grunt of pain, and then you follow it up with 2 quick slices to the back.
Guys, if we go for the arms,
I don't think we can like cut his arms off.
I think we
You
could.
We'd have to get
just
a natural
hit him or don't hit him.
I don't know. I'm gonna go for an arm or 2. Because then that could mean, you know, less dice against us. Less dice rolls.
I don't think I can punch his arm off.
Well,
Okay. And then
Whooshy finger.
it is Lunera's turn.
Stun him.
should pull on his nose. Break his nose. Okay.
It's his weakness.
Alright, I will go
He's a
ahead.
Volginian.
And of course, I'm going to try and hack an arm off.
Okay, go ahead and roll me your first attack
Alright.
Get a natural.
with your mace.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. 9
hit it hard enough.
plus 6, 15.
15 will hit.
You at least shattered the bone.
Gotta get the correct dice. 4, 6 damage.
6 damage, okay.
Okay, other attack. And plus 6, 16.
That will hit.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Alright, and final attack. It's a. So this one, I believe it. Okay, so that's 12.
12 will miss.
Miss, okay.
Mm-hmm. So you come in and he raises up an arm and you just kind of knock into it. You can hear it crack a little bit, but he kind of just shrugs it off and like pushes you back, and you can already see that all of the bruises are forming and fading really quickly because he's a troll. Ari, it is your turn.
Okay.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Well, I'm going to attack him.
Yes.
First attack is a 20.
20 will hit.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Did your opponents do fire damage?
No, but they're magic damage. For 10 damage.
10 damage.
And then I want to spend a key point to try and stun him.
Okay.
So it's a 14 Constitution DC.
Don't make it. Don't make it.
He made it.
Okay, attack again.
It'll take me to Vegas.
For 20.
That will hit.
And it does also 10 damage.
10.
And I'm going to try and stun him again.
Okay.
Spend another key point.
He does not make it.
Yeah!
So you come up, like you hit him the first time, and he reels back, and he comes down, and you just uppercut him, and you just ring his bell. Yep.
Okay, and then I'm just one unarmed strike.
Okay.
No key point. And it was only, 13? 13 to hit?
No, that will miss.
Wait a minute, he's stunned, so I get advantage.
That's true, you do get that.
Yes.
Much better.
20.
Alright, go ahead and roll damage.
6.
6. Okay. Alright, yeah, he's definitely battered and bruised at this point, guys. Good job. Akio.
I'm gonna cast Fireball. But is there a spot on there where I can sculpt it?
What's the range on fire? Like, what's the radius? 20 feet?
Radius. So I can only save 4 people, so if there's a spot...
So if you hit the drakes, that's okay.
Yeah. If I put it, like, behind the bear, could I sculpt it and
Yeah, you could put it about right here.
And I would be able to save all of them, and myself is out of the range.
Yeah. 10, 15, 20. No. You have to put it right here. 5, 10, 15, 20. And that will hit everything here.
Yeah, perfect. Including Trollman.
Yep, including the troll.
Alrighty, here we go. He has to make a dex save of 14.
But he's stunned,
But
so
he's
he
stunned,
can't...
so he has disadvantage?
Yes,
How does that
work? Let me find out if there's any sort of detriment to being stunned. Technically, it's not like he can't do anything. It's kind of one of these, like, he's spending all of his effort just kind of dealing with the fact that he's stunned.
I'm going to roll the damage while you look that up.
Yes, please do. They automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws.
3, nice. 8.
This is a good time to grab one, somebody.
And then
14, 18, 20.
I need to roll 4 drakes.
28, 31, 33 damage.
I'll bet he does. I'll bet that kills.
What was your save again?
14.
14. Okay. So this giant, you just go, ah! Like if the first small one didn't work, this bigger one should. And you this big ball of fire just roars throughout the room, and everybody has to like cover their eyes and duck down, even though it's like being shaped around you. It's still like you can't see anything in this hail of fire. And the smoke clears, and a bunch of the kennels are on fire. You don't hear any more movement from these 4 kennels at all. And the troll is on the ground, dead and burning.
Is everything in that room?
His mossy, well, there's 2 drakes left. His mossy cloak that he wore to kind of protect him from fire has just completely burned off under your assault, and he's just like burning and melting Gremlin style with the eyes coming out and everything.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's
loot him.
Well, wait. There's drakes. Why don't you just like firebolt the drakes and kill them dead?
At this point, I will say that yes, you guys, the drakes are they're pitifully, you go in and just kind of like stab into the cage, and you hear them screech and everything as you
I start crying. It's so sad.
I'm not sad. They're drakes.
This is like I Am Legend, where he has to choke his dog.
I left my phone in the car.
Oh.
It's 10:49 if you were wondering.
No, I have my thing. I was just trying to prevent it so I didn't have to use the calculator on here. I could use it on my phone.
Gotcha.
Spread the love. But let me calculate your experience as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
That was awesome.
And this will be divided among everybody, even though Brom was in there. We're considering Brom's experience, his amazing...
His bath was so good.
Brushing.
Yep. Just his amazing skills in convincing people that he is who he says he is. Okay.
To provoke the room full of kobolds, or not to provoke the room full of kobolds.
Just as you're just walk through and cast thunderclap.
How's it going, everyone?
Well, I could do the thunder step outside.
Probably kill all of
Hey,
them.
how's it going?
480 experience each.
480.
Yep.
Beautiful. And I am well on my way to level 7.
And now the kennels are silent as you.
Okay.
Yes.
I lay down.
Thornock lays down on one of the doors.
When we came in, were there any windows
In the bathroom?
in the
see.
bathroom or the kobolds area?
There was a window in the kobold area. There are no bathrooms in here.
Okay.
Or there's no windows in here. There's a bathroom.
That's all I need to know.
And in fact, while you guys are recuperating and taking your first examinations around the room and around these locks that seem to be holding the bear in place. Adalis? Yep. The door opens up to the bathroom, and the same gentleman that's been helping you says, Talus is ready for you.
Okay. I'll be putting on that talisman, whatever. Finishing up, I am prepared. So I'm gonna take the bag and I'm gonna stuff it deep in my robes so it's not visible. And I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. So as you're following up the stairs, you guys get a good look around the room. So I'll tell you right
You're
now.
welcome, a doll ass.
I'm not free yet, so I don't know why I shouldn't say thank you.
I don't like this bear.
Don't poke the bear.
Yeah, don't poke the bear.
Well, he was so mean to my cat.
You wouldn't want a cat placed on your head.
He was protecting him.
So in one of the kennels, you open up, like you're kind of opening them all up tentatively and searching, and you find a small cache of like materials. You find 6 ermine pelts, 3 fox pelts, and the prize of this kind of collection, a full winter wolf cloak with a mithril clasp in the shape of a paw used to secure it.
That's cool.
Is it? Do we know? Does it have any kind of protective properties, or is it purely ornamental?
It looks like a cloak, as far as you can tell. You know that like winter wolves are extremely tough creatures. Like they're very dangerous creatures. So the fact that he has one at all is amazing. It's rather large. I mean, it's made for a troll, but a normal human could wear it and just be kind of bulky.
Okay.
So
Alright,
look
the
cool.
silver fang.
yeah, I mean, it looks like an amazing cloak.
Thornock of the silver
Okay. Sorry, say that again. There were fox pelts.
Yep. So these are all going to be page 64.2. And it's 6 ermine pelts. Could you look up what an ermine is?
Isn't it like a
It's a
mink
little
kind
mink,
of?
yeah.
So.
I want to say it's like a weasel.
Like a ferret or
ferret, yeah.
And these are probably going to be a total of like 20 pounds to put everything into.
Okay. Into the toolbox.
You just toss
Six ermine pelts.
Yeah, it's basically like a little mink, like a weasel. Minksy.
Maybe what might be a good idea is to make a Google document that you can track what is in the toolbox of holding.
Good idea.
And you can put weights in there too.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's 6 ermine pelts, 3 fox pelts, and then the full winter wolf cloak. And yeah.
Unless somebody wants
The
to
class
wear it,
one.
then we don't have to put it in the...
How many are fox pelts?
There are 3 fox pelts.
The wolf cloak, and that was page 64.
Yes.
Point.
Point 2.
Okay, I say now. Now we need to figure out how to get the ruby contender out of this trap.
You do find something else. I apologize.
Ah.
I had to look in a different place for this. On Trespin, on his person, as you're searching through this disgusting troll body, you do find a sphere about this big of pure adamantine.
Ooh.
Yep.
That sounds valuable.
And it's got some runes etched into it and everything.
Got runes etched into it.
I give
Yep.
it to you.
Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
examine it.
I am Sauron.
It's the blonde here.
Yeah.
I try that.
Nope, nothing happens.
Okay, I look at it in different angles.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
26.
You've heard of these type of runes before. You believe this might be an arcane key of some sort.
I walk up to the bear and see if I can unlock any of the...
Okay, so looking at the 3 kind of complex stone blocks that are being held, you do see that each of them does have a hole in it. One of them is a circle, one of them is a square, and one of them is a triangle. Little kids can do this game, so.
I go to the triangle and I go, wait. And then I put it in the circle.
Okay, so you put the adamantine sphere in the circle. You hear it kind of clink, and then you just see this rock dissolve away and into nothing, and the lock dissolve with it.
And the adamantine's gone.
Yes. Too. Oh. And then the bear's right arm falls limp, and he kind of flexes it, and he goes, "Thank you."
We still have to find the other 2 keys.
Yes, that is what I would assume as well.
I send my cat searching around.
Okay, search in the kennel.
Outside the kennel.
Outside the kennel.
Maybe
okay.
Talus has one.
Maybe.
Speaking of Talus, Brom.
So while we're walking, I want to ask that guy when we go through the room after we get out from the kobolds and bag. So I know that kobolds can be very useful. What exactly do you guys use them for?
They're mostly extra groundskeepers and servants around here. You know, the Cult of the Dragon always has a few.
Indeed. I have a few of my
own. So he leads you up the stairs.
Go.
Yep. Until you come to the tunnel. So he leads you up the stairs of the courtyard and around and to this, I believe it is this.
I'll watch all 4 hours and 55 minutes of the extended.
As soon as I step through the door, you're frozen.
And he opens up the door and waves you inside.
Thank you.
And as you enter in, you see what appears to be a well-appointed chamber, and it is filled with furniture and can serve as a place to eat or discuss important matters. 3 men in the room wear scale mail and carry swords. A woman wears white fur robes over white scale mail, and she holds a wand set in a blue gemstone and kind of twirls it idly.
Okay.
And in addition to that, there is a black suit of armor with no helmet attached to it. Instead, there is a large flaming green eye with kind of a, the Sauron slit in it.
Okay.
And they all turn and look at you.
I'm gonna have my hands just very somewhat pious, like a monk you'd see in the.
But of course, you're panicking inside.
Yes. But inside,
so let's see. That'll be.
Good evening.
Greetings. We were not expecting a guest tonight.
I was not expecting to be a guest myself. I've seemed to have fallen behind from my comrades. May I thank you for allowing me to share this meal with you.
Of course. Sit down. What was your name again?
My name is Crom.
Well, Crom.
Furious.
I am Talus the White, the proprietor of the lodge here. These are my companions. And you see, so as you kind of get a closer look, there's not 3 men, there's 2 men and 1 woman among her guards. The woman is recognizable, and I need you to roll me a deception check.
What are the women?
18 plus 10? 20?
Okay.
The one you threw the dagger at. What was
You've got.
Resmere?
It's not a half dragon.
It's not
No.
a half dragon. Okay.
It's not.
It's your lady friend.
No.
It's Thornock's lady friend.
No, I'm pretty sure she was because
It's Ari's lady friend. Everyone's got a lady friend for me.
She points to the bodyguards in turn. She goes, "This is Melgot and Sorvik, and that lovely lady is a recent addition of ours, and her name is, let's see. I'm trying to remember what I called her. You know what? We're gonna call her Termina.
Termina.
Yep.
Terminator.
And you recognize Termina as the woman that Lunera almost killed.
Oh crap!
When?
at the Carnath Roadhouse.
The cult that
I thought you
the
did kill
cultist.
her.
No, she left her alive.
I let her live.
Bad move.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.
Did you ever
again.
see Saving Private Ryan? When you have the enemy in your hands,
You are most gracious for your accompaniment.
Sit, enjoy a meal with us.
I want to.
so good.
I want to sit.
It's hard,
Yeah.
but it's worth it. You know what I mean?
Is there just one open?
There's open seats all around this kind of.
Okay, I want to sit.
Except for these 4 places.
Which one is the?
This is so Termina is. In fact, I'll replace her with the actual Termina figure.
Like an actual woman.
Okay.
Yes.
If Termina sits there, I would like to sit closer to her, but I want to kind of like position myself so I'm facing her more, because these guys are just whatever.
Yeah, these are mooks. You're aware of purple, of course.
And so I sit down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and don't mind our friend in the corner. It's one of our compatriots observers.
More than welcome. Not a problem.
All right, so the rest of you, you have finished up in the kennel here. You've gotten the loot.
Can't find any other.
Do you get a message? Do you send a message?
Can't find any triangles or squares.
No, there are no triangles or squares. The cat reports back and says, "I found a root that looks kind of like a triangle, but it's just wood." So.
Your intelligence is too low.
I'm sorry, I have failed you, Master.
Okay, let's search the stable. Let's search the
Back of the room.
So you guys walk into the stables.
Why did you go with my original plan? Because I was thinking of like going into the kitchen area and saying, "Have you seen my master? He's the little gnome." And
so the stables, it looks like they're empty right now. It looks like they have got a few heavily modified stables that seem to be more for like roosting than for like stabling horses. Like a lot of the stuff is set into nests and everything. Okay. Meanwhile, at the dinner table, Talus says, I do wish that we would be able to help you to get to the Skyreach Castle, but unfortunately the last of our wyverns were departed the stables not too long ago.
Nice segue.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I have my means of getting around.
So are you one of Resmir's friends, or are you just
I am but a lowly person. I serve Tiamat primarily as my goal, but they tend to send me out on separate occasions to fetch things for them. This particular mission is pretty of utmost importance, so I must get there as soon as I can. But again, I've seen your accommodation. I actually met your man outside. He was doing an excellent job.
Yes, Garnus, please bring in the dinner. Oh, and Termina, would you go see if Trespin has reported back yet? If he's got any idea?
Kill her while she's down.
And she nods and stands up and starts walking out the door.
I just wander out of the room.
And then all the food is placed down, and then the eye that's kind of been just kind of observing in the corner suddenly kind of brightens a little bit, and a hollow voice says, "I believe one of my locks has been disabled." And
I'm gonna look very perplexed.
Locks?
I thought this place was secured.
Yes, we've got a few creatures here, but he's not speaking of the actual lodge's locks. He's speaking of a few of these meddlesome forest spirits that we've captured.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes. By the way,
do tell.
This is the construct, and the voice you are hearing is of a gentleman who's been working with us. His name is Artemis, and he is going to be helping us for the foreseeable future, at least when it comes to containing certain threats. And the eye focuses over to you, and I need you to roll me another deception check, but you have disadvantage on this one.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Well, the first one was a 3. The second one's a natural 20.
Okay.
So, that's 13.
And the eye narrows. You can tell, you can tell how you can always tell that Sauron's like really looking at something. That's what happens. And it tromps over to you and he goes, "What did you say your name was again?"
Crom.
Victor Crom.
Did you change your name recently, brother?
Well, I take on many names in order to keep the secrecy of the Brotherhood.
And he kind of just looks over and he goes, I have to observe a few things. I'll be back. And he kind of goes back to the corner and the eye just kind of goes back to just randomly observing. Meanwhile, out in the stables, you guys don't find anything else, and you are opening up the door, and you see that the back door is opening, and so you kind of hurriedly close it. And I'm assuming that Ari is taking point on this, so you see this cultist in full chainmail kind of walk out, and she's got the sword, and you recognize her as the woman that you guys fought at the Karnath, or Lunera fought at the Karnath Roadhouse, and she moves right towards the kennels.
Okay. I want to stealth right behind her.
Okay.
And as soon as she goes in the kennels, if I can, I want to make a surprise attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink a potion.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, you guys can all take a short rest if you want.
Thank the Lord. I'm gonna use arcane recovery.
Okay.
I need some spells.
And then I need your stealth check there, Ari.
Okay. I forgot to use my my surprise attack extra damage.
Oh yeah, your sneak attack stuff. Yeah.
Sneak attack. I remember that. Okay, that is
20. Okay. She again. Okay. So she gets in there and she knocks on the door because it's closed and she can't push it open. She goes, Trespin, are you in there? Trespin. And you sneak up right behind her.
Oh, okay. No, I attack.
Okay. And go ahead and roll your attack. You have advantage on this.
As I attack,
I say,
Trespin's not here right now. Only Davy.
Ari.
I say, I actually say, Trespin's not here, but the knife ears is. And I swing.
Elves never forget.
That's right.
Are they like elephants?
Yep.
So
they are scared of mice.
24.
That is canon. Yes, more. And yes, that does hit. Of course, a 24 hits.
6 damage.
Did you roll your sneak attack?
Plus my so 8 damage. And I want to try to stun her. So it's a 14. The key point.
She doesn't make it.
Awesome. Yes. I'm just gonna lay into her. So this one is a 23.
Okay.
For 8 damage.
Okay. And that's actually enough.
Oh, well, I didn't need to stun her, I guess. She was weaker than I thought.
Are you knocking her unconscious? Or
I am gonna knock her unconscious.
Okay.
oh, learn from
I know, but don't worry. I need to question her a little.
Karate chop.
And I throw her over my shoulder and go back to the stables.
Okay. When you bring her in, you put her down. Lunera and everybody else gets to see who it is now.
I say, remember this one? Like, maybe we should have killed her the first time, but this could come in handy. And let's tie her up. Is there like some rope or something in the stables?
I think the
I have some rope.
Yeah.
Tie her up.
There is rope in the stables, though. Okay. So you can just use stable rope.
Stable rope.
And then I want to bring her to.
Okay. By the way, Prom, it's a nice meal. Like, it's very well prepared.
I will compliment her and ask her questions. So I saw the constructs as I came in. Now, was that of your artifice, or was this Artemis?
Artemis has been providing anything mechanical or construct related.
He's quite skilled.
He is a very good arcanist, and he's a very good artificer as well.
Very good.
His prices are a little high, but
is he the one that constructed the locks as well, or is that?
He is the one who did the locks for the creatures. Yes.
Curious. I've always been interested in the craft. I've never had any hand in it myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty fair.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then they continue eating a little awkwardly. So Terminina comes to.
Okay.
Terminina.
Terminina.
And she groans and looks up and she goes, "Oh, damn it."
And I'd say, wait, let's have who has the strongest intimidation? I'm only +2. Who's got strong charisma in there?
+3.
Brom.
I vote me.
I have a +3.
Vote me.
Yeah, I think Thornock, what is your bonus to intimidation?
+3.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's not bad.
So I say, okay, we've got some questions for you, and my half-orc friend here will be happy to kill you if you don't answer them.
Just let me kill you.
Easy, Thornock.
I say, do you know where the other keys are for the bear that's locked up?
Go ahead and roll me intimidate or persuasion, whichever way you'd like to do that.
Natural 1.
Hey, can you tell us?
Thornock, he's intimidated.
I really
Does he
appreciate
get
it.
advantage where I helped?
Roll me an intimidate check to see if you can get advantage off of it.
19.
Roll her insight here. You have an advantage.
Okay. Hold on. It's gonna be a 2.
Is it a 2? 3. Sure, I'll take
Not
you.
very intimidating, okay? I'm a 5'4" wood elf.
Should activate it.
I shove you out of the way.
She already isn't afraid of because she called me knife.
I shove you out of the
Took
way.
her out without her even knowing I was
I pull out my wand
afraid of Lumiere.
and I make the tip just glow fiery.
She's afraid
And then I say,
I
Tell us now!
Go ahead and roll me an intimidate.
Okay.
14. Intimidated.
Okay. Yes, I'll take you to him.
Yeah, you better.
She's lying.
Where's the Joker?
That's where the drugs going.
Wait. No, we don't want you to take us anywhere. We want you to tell us where they are.
Right, it's really hard to explain, but I can take you right to him.
I take out a javelin.
She only has that science one.
I put it right under her neck.
Don't kill her like you did the last one.
I ask very politely to just tell us what we want to know before I put it through the rest of her neck.
Let's get one more intimidation check from you.
16.
You're never gonna get him.
Put the javelin through her neck.
No!
Okay.
No! I'm gonna stop him.
Let's do a strength contest between the two of you.
No!
Let her die. She's just gonna lead us to a trap.
She's worth valuable experience points.
So I got 17 plus 3, 20.
Okay, what's your strength there, Thornock? Your roll?
So I rolled 17,
+4.
but I have a +7.
So you try and stop Thornock, and Thornock just slowly slide. It's even slower now, so it's more painful for her. But you did slow it down a little bit.
The question is, can I choose to fail it on purpose?
At this point, no, because Thornock. You said that Thornock was going to kill her. So even if somebody else is trying to stop you, that's not going to change what Thornock was going to do. I don't think.
That's fine. No, I'm good with it. I stand by my decision.
So she gurgles and then dies. Expires.
I don't know why, but Aki just starts laughing.
I search your body.
Death is so funny, guys.
So
That's our door knock.
other than her chainmail, like, and her weapon, her scimitar, she doesn't really have much on her. And then each of you 4 get 50 experience for killing.
A little bit helps.
So while that's transpiring, I would like to be schmoozing with her, with this lady, and be like, well, you say these mythical creatures. You say, but I've never seen these spirit animals.
Oh yes,
Are they on exhibit that I might go see them?
I guess after dinner I might be able to take you to
That would be wonderful.
one of them.
Why wait? Why don't we go now?
Well, we just got the main course. I didn't want to interrupt it.
Well, I don't like money.
You are an eager gnome, aren't you?
Indeed. I have to absorb this before I leave. It would be great to go and see them.
Right. Of course. Well, I'd be happy to. So tell me, which dragon is your favorite?
Which dragon?
Like which color? I'm partial to the glorious whites myself.
Indeed, I can see. The blue dragon. I've seen it. I've seen it once as it tried to burn the city of Greenest. I'm sure you've heard. It was a glorious show.
Yeah, I heard of the raid that we did on Greenest.
It was
I suppose blue is better than black. How do you feel about Resmir?
Resmir? Well, I don't know that we've ever been on the best of terms. It could be just a clash of her personality against mine, but
I know the feeling. I was supposed to be the white dragon speaker, and yet here I am.
Really?
Yes. All because Resmir got in my way.
What? That is deplorable.
It is indeed. I was this close to the mask.
I didn't like her. Now I definitely don't like her. I mean,
I feel like this is.
It's good to have another ally on my side, bro.
It's totally in his element. This is great.
This seems just.
It's going to be our NPC henchman.
Well, it's been some time since your lady has left. Is she coming back?
You're right. It has been a while.
I'm trying to get the other two to leave the room while we sit and talk. Because if he goes, hey, that's not the guy he is, then I'm going to get jumped.
The suit actually does activate at this point again, and the voice comes through again and says, "Something is definitely wrong. One of the locks on the bear is gone, and I can't find the stag at all."
What?
All right.
I'm so sane.
Artemis, my friend, if you would please kindly call in your mercenaries out of their patrol, and we all get the kobolds searching around the lodge. I'm afraid that your tour of these animals might have to wait.
I will anxiously await.
In the meantime, feel free to use one of the guest rooms. We will see if we can't secure you a wyvern.
That would be most wonderful.
Great. And then she looks at the other two and she goes, go find Termina, find out what happened to her. And they go wandering off. And the suit is still active and staring at you again.
Flip it off.
So, Artemis, I hear that you're quite the artificer. I've seen your handiwork all about the building. Very intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
What have you been doing with your life?
What have I been doing with my life? Not much. I'm a lowly one in the ranks, but I mostly, I work with subterfuge to procure items for the Dragon Queen.
It's been a long time since you've been to Luskin, hasn't it?
To Luskin? Well, I go many places. I travel, all over the place.
And the suit of armor takes another step towards you.
Uh-oh.
And kind of towers over you a little bit, and the eye just kind of bores into you. And he goes, "Heard from our dear uncle lately?"
I have not heard from my uncle.
And then the eye turns to Talus and says, "This is my brother, Brom Scurius." And Talus.
Hello. I didn't recognize you.
Talus looks between, and she goes, "You're not really aware of purple, are you?"
Well, right now I'm aware of a brown, kind of a brown purple. But yes, I'm currently wearing brown. What are you talking
You're one of that annoying group that Rezmir was talking about a day ago. That's been following her. Wait, are you the gnome that stabbed her even?
Actually, yes, that was me. But I was trying to depose of her for reasons you can understand. You know, she stands between you and your goals. She also stood between mine and my goals. It's a personal thing.
Quite. So where's the rest of your group?
I don't know.
Not killing my men, I hope.
I would hope not as well. I enjoyed a wonderful bath. Perhaps they're in the bathhouse.
Why don't you call them in here?
Must I?
I mean, if you'd like to survive this encounter, I would say
fair
yes.
enough. Fair enough. I don't, like I said, I don't know where they are, but I was hoping to come across Rezmir one more time. Guys. Help!
Can we hear him?
Yes, you can.
He knows where.
I'm going to be whispering and going, one moment, please.
And she goes, Artemis, tell my guards to stand down.
Help me. Help. I'm upstairs. Come, please. Somebody. Anyone.
I say, what's going on?
I might be in trouble.
Where are you?
Not surprising, but
I found Lady Talus, and a few other people.
Where are
the
you?
warlock?
I don't know yet, but she's wearing white.
We just
cool.
I say we just killed the lady that challenged Lunera to a duel back in the whatever that place was.
The Roadhouse.
The Roadhouse, yeah. Was she?
That might be a problem.
Well, she called me knife eaters. I wasn't going to forget.
Fair enough.
I tried to stop him.
If you guys want to come up into the building, I don't know that there's going to be a resistance, but you might want to be ready for trouble.
Which part of the building? Like, where are you?
I don't know. I'm upstairs.
What do you mean you don't know? Are you
upstairs? So when I came in,
dining hall?
Yeah, so you went upstairs from the main courtyard and you came in. You're on the this is north, so you're on the southwest side of the building.
if you're coming from the main courtyard, hold one moment. Excuse me. If my people might they use the front door, being guests in your home,
I can provide them an escort.
they could use a window too. It's up to you.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Find out.
There's somewhere. Hey, where are you guys at?
We're in the stables.
They're in the stables.
I run.
And the suit of armor dims down.
No, because we might need your help if we try to
You
break out.
son of a...
And,
Okay, fine. Send my cat.
and then you guys are kind of peering out the stables, and you see two more trolls come around the corner.
Oh, crap.
Did my cat get out in time?
Yes, your cat got out in time. Yes, he is off and away. And then the two guards come out, and they all just head towards the stables.
Okay.
Might give up.
And the guards open up the door, and they go, Lady Talus the White would like to see you.
Oh, I bet she would.
I say, excellent. We were waiting for the invitation.
What was that, Thornock?
I showed them my butt.
Oh, jeez.
I say,
That kind of party.
Lead the way.
I'm afraid not until you relieve it, or until you give us your weapons, please.
I give him my darts.
Okay.
I
Look at it kind of odd, like this is all.
I don't want to give up my wand.
You killed the troll with these.
So I keister it.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh man.
They're like,
I told you to take the wizard's
Staff.
8.
No. You put it up your sleeve, and one of the guards comes over and grabs your arm and pulls the wand.
Don't break it.
You break it, you buy it.
I have other ways to hurt you.
And then they turn to Thornock and Lunera. Your weapons.
Just do it. We don't have a choice.
I can take them, or one of they can, and the trolls kind of lean in to look in the door.
Alright.
Hey, is your brother that ugly green guy that's on fire in the stable?
Akio.
The trolls kind of look to each other and everything, and one of the guards goes, "Did you kill the troll in there?"
Rub me the wrong way and find out.
Akio. Alright.
He's got to think about
the face.
control.
And then all of the eyes, including the rest of the party, turn to Thornock, because this should be interesting. Your weapons, Thornock?
Thinking about it.
I just stare at her.
If it's inside the toolbox, they don't know it's there, right? She's like, here's all your weapons, guys!
The guard steps up and he goes, "I'll give you the same deal that I gave her. Give your weapon to me, or I'll have one of the trolls take it by force."
So I hand him my greatsword.
Mm-hmm. And the javelins, please.
And the javelin.
And then they hold out their hand again, just in case you have anything else.
And the hand axes.
Okay. You're the Aragorn of the party.
It's like pulling out of his loincloth.
Weapon. And then once they have all of your weapons collected, and they kind of confiscate your bags too, in case you have anything in there, including the toolbox.
Damn it.
Yeah. They lead you inside, and they lead you up through the courtyard, and into this area. So we're gonna throw you guys. So again, you open up the door and you see Talus and Brom kind of sitting there. You see this kind of docile suit of armor with an eye in it, and they lead you in. And Talus goes, "Come in to have a seat."
Welcome, my friends.
Hey,
Lady Talus. These are the ones you've heard so much
smell
about.
awfully perfumed.
I had the most wonderful bath. It was great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes or not?
Can I find a shiv?
You can try a sleight of hand check to see if you can like pocket something.
Let's see what she has to say.
Yeah, let's not do anything.
I go up to Brown and give him a
Rash,
pound back.
rash?
You did your best.
All right. Well, we'll put Akio next to Brom then.
I rolled a 14.
Yeah. So you grab like one of the knives off the table, and then one of the guards grabs your hand, and just kind of like glares down at you a little bit.
I'm probably taller than him.
Yeah. He glares up at you a little bit then.
I give him one of these.
A raspberry.
Gross, it's all over my face now. So you all kind of sit down. The suit of armor comes back online and kind of looks between all of you, and it actually stops on Lunera, and the eye tilts, and then like it just starts chuckling. She's like, "That is quite the thread of fate that you two would meet together. How have you been?"
Just fine without you, Artemis. Just fine.
Who's Artemis?
Brown, who's Artemis?
Yeah, I look at her, I'm like, you know this suit of armor?
I'm not sure how Brom knows.
There's no one.
It's not necessarily the suit of armor. It's
Yes.
I think you told me on drunken night once, and I must have forgotten.
it's just a pathetic gnome on the other end.
No,
Pathetic.
Ah, no.
And yet you're the one who's captured.
I wouldn't say pathetic. He's.
What? Brother? Uncle? Father? Cousin?
Son-in-law?
Sister. Does have a pretty girly voice.
It's complicated.
The eye glares at you. It glares down at you. So feel free to eat. All the food has already been pre-tasted.
I'm eating it.
How you do? Give me some mead, would you? I said to one of the guards.
There, I got this.
Chop, chop.
The guards kind of glare, and one of them opens up the door and calls for the butler, and the butler comes in with
that's
some
right.
mead.
Bring me some mead.
I'm actually going to offer you a deal. You see, I hear that you've been hunting Resmir, and as much as I want our cult to succeed in its plans, putting a black eye on Resmir and elevating myself again seems like too good of an opportunity to pass up. So, I can provide you passage into Skyreach Castle, and everything that you need to get inside. And once you're in there, you can do what you want to disrupt the activities and keep that treasure away from the Horde. And as far as I know, Resmir is in there as well, and if something should happen to her, well, that's not my problem.
What are you going to pay us?
How much are your lives worth?
And the lives of the animals.
I'm afraid not. The animal spirits do have to remain here.
And why is that?
That is a deal that we have with Artemis that we can't go back on.
You stupid eye.
Say what does the suit of armor want with spirit animals?
My methods are my own, says the suit of armor.
Well,
I wave my hand in front of it.
It's yeah, the eye kind of tracks your hand a little bit and just kind of bats you away. Like, what are you doing?
How many guards are with us in the room right now?
So besides the suit of armor and talents, there's 2 guards.
We can't take them on. We don't have our
well, Artemis, it truly is indeed. It's too bad that you don't have the key.
Cast spell. What spells can you?
I thought it was one.
I'm fully refreshed. The last 2 battles, I've been frozen.
Yeah.
The first one I was frozen the whole freaking time, and then the second one I got blinded.
Sorry, out of character. I can't make a deal with somebody from the cult. Just go against everything.
I want to make the deal.
I want to try and mess with Artemis. Artemis is...
Besides, we said that we'd help save the animals. I'm not abandoning them.
I'm glad to see that you finally caught on to the spirit animals, but it's truly too bad that you don't have the key to unlocking their full power.
Go ahead and roll me a deception check.
With these, can I kind of to my staff with the stuff on them to see if I get...
Sure.
Okay. 15 plus 10 as persuasion or deception?
Deception.
It's the same one, so 25.
25?
Yep.
The eye flicks up to the staff that you have, and he goes, "What do you know, brother?"
Well, I'm not one to divulge secrets myself. And you've been awfully tight-lipped since, since I can't see your face. Obviously, you saw mine.
Well, I mean, if I was here, I'd show you my face.
Indeed. Well, I will keep my secrets my own, and perhaps one day I can show you.
And the suit turns to Talus and says, "I need that staff of his."
It is not part of the deal.
Talus looks at you and she goes, "It is now."
Artemis, you would really steal from your own blood?
Yeah, when we
I stole from my uncle. I stole from my parents. Why would I not steal from my brother?
Because when we find you, your brother has friends, and we're gonna kick your ass.
If you survive this encounter, wizard. Which is looking less and less likely.
Nonsense.
Are the trolls still in the room?
These.
No, the trolls are not in the room.
Yeah, the trolls didn't come. Those guards have weapons. I can take one out, give you guys a sword, lock the door with your...
I'm going to stop you there.
Sorry.
You can't talk at this point unless you want to start mumbling in character.
Is there any...
You can act, though.
Yeah.
Lady Talus, tell me, I'm curious. We've kind of laid our cards on the table. What should we help you elevate your status and get you where you'd like to be? What makes you think that you are worthy of such a station?
I am the most worthy.
Well,
I personally know the White Dragon.
Yeah, and I personally know Bahamut.
I know the Blue Dragon. I chased him off.
You are a funny gentleman.
I'm serious.
Go ahead and roll me either a persuasion if you think you do know the White Dragon, or a deception check.
Okay, let's go. 16 plus... that is 19.
If you have a servant of Bahamut in your midst, there may be nothing we can do for you. And the guards draw their weapons at this point.
Now. Put those away.
It's not necessarily a fair fight.
I say enough talk, and I attack the guard that's next to me.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You've been leaning back this whole time and you're just like, enough talk. Boom. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh man.
11.
It wouldn't have mattered because once we killed Reznor, we'd come kill her anyways in the next round, so might as well kill her now.
Alright.
We're gonna die.
Yeah.
Do I get a surprise attack?
Yes, you will get a surprise round.
Because I rolled a crappy initiative again.
Well, good thing I rolled a high initiative without a weapon. Oh boy, what can I do without a wand?
She's a warlock. It's gonna hurt. I was hoping that she'd divulge a little bit about. I know this, like I'm a necromancer.
As I make my attack, I scream out, Thornok! Grapple the what's her name?
Talus?
Talus. It's like grapple Talus or tackle her. I say tackle her. That would make more sense in context.
One good, one bad.
I should have attuned something.
Alright, so 25 to 20. Anybody get 25 to 20? We're doing it this way so that I can organize it better.
Yeah.
Okay, 19 to 15.
19.
19?
18.
18, okay.
18.
So you said 19?
19.
Actually,
I got 18.
Who's that? That's how you know. Show him some respect, girls. Hey, this girl is. Oh, never mind. I guess the rest of her guys.
Nobody messes with my gnome. I will bite you.
I was gonna try and charm person on this construct, and I remember it's a construct. This whole freaking building's full of crap I can't charm.
Shatter, but my wand's gone. Looks like it's a shattered construct.
And you can't cast any spells without
my wand.
without your wand.
Well, so this is what I want to know. My familiar.
You have a quarterstaff. Oh, they would have taken that, I guess.
so you can cast spells so long as they don't have material components. Or as long as you have the material components for it, if it requires material components.
I doubt I do.
The focus is. Do you have a component pouch? Did they take the component pouch?
They took our bags.
Well, they took your bag, but I don't think they would have taken like an individual pouch.
Belt
Pouch
kind of
that's on the
thing.
belt.
How dare you take our bags?
So you got your bat belt or your utility belt.
So I can do the spells because I have the components. I just can't do any that require.
Spray.
No, I can do.
Prismatic spray.
Let's see here.
Everyone in the room dies.
It's too beautiful.
So like, shatter is vocal, somatic, and material. So would I be able to do that one?
What's your material for shatter?
A chip of mica.
Mica.
Yeah. Basically, I'm just saying that you have most of the stuff you need in your components pouch. Like you probably stocked up based on what you need. If there's a new spell, you might not have what you need. So for any new spells that you've learned since the last, so like fly, we'll have to like roll a die to determine that.
A wing feather from any bird. Well, I did just have a raven.
Partagost is still on your shoulder.
Nice.
He came in here, Dave.
Yeah, why would Partagost come in here?
Because he was on my shoulder. He's on my shoulder the whole
That's kind of
time.
a suicidal move.
No, because they didn't recognize him. He just acted like my familiar. He's my friend. I petted him. I went like this.
Clearly, I'm out of the loop.
He like bit my finger like playfully. He was like, and they're like, oh, he's just a pet.
I agree, Reese.
So,
We don't matter, we'll be amazing.
and then what was your roll?
10.
10.
This is the end of the broken
This
spear.
is the end of the party as we know it.
We got this. Come on.
She's a warlock.
So, Ari, you get your surprise attack.
Okay.
We'll give you one attack.
You mean like just one hit? I don't get like a
No.
round. Just a single attack.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, it was a 26.
That will hit.
So. Oh, nice.
So there's
13 plus 15 damage.
okay.
And can I attempt a stun?
Yes.
Okay, then do that.
That's just part of your attack. So.
Yeah.
And then what is the
14 Constitution.
He makes it.
Son of a!
These guys are
Didn't quite ring his bell.
I gotta get higher wisdom.
And then top of the round, the red guard right here is actually top of the initiative, and he's going to try and stab Akio.
You son of a...
He takes his sword and he'll bring it down.
I like this. Catch it. Give us
12 is the first.
yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's going to do. He's wielding it in 2 hands, so that'll be 11 damage.
Snikes.
And I gotta write down Akio's damage too, because of his ring.
Oh.
And then the other one's much higher.
Oh, crap.
And it's going to be 11 damage as well.
Okay, I'm gonna die, everybody.
So he slices into you twice.
That's the noise I'll make.
And then it's Lunira's turn.
That's a sad sound to make.
Oh, I got sliced in the stomach.
No.
Lunira,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Alright. Okay. Let's see. Who is closest to me right now?
Talus is right next to you.
Tell us?
Yep.
Alright.
Let's stain her white clothes red.
Tackle them!
Okay, yeah, I'll try a tackling move.
Okay.
So just roll the D.
So you're gonna do a strength contest against her to try and grapple her.
Alright. 2. Oh, that is very slow.
What'd you get?
I got 4 plus 3, 7.
Well, she got 4 as well, but she gets +2, so 6.
Oh.
So you launch over the table and you tackle her to the ground as she's like bringing her wand up, and you tackle her, and her wand goes flying into the air, and it tumbles onto the table.
Is this Harry Potter? Do you have to be... It's like, that's not the wand, it's not the right...
Dora, it is your turn. Ari did shout for you to tackle Talus, but then Lunira did it for you.
Tackle the construct. Toss it to me. Tackle somebody.
Kick
Who's closest to me?
The guard that Ari attacked is closest to you.
Who's holding my weapons?
Who would be holding weapons? They have the guards to it. The weapons are piled up here behind the red guard.
Why would they pile them up?
Because
they're dumb.
don't question the dungeon master.
No, you're right. They're not in the room.
Guys, really?
But there are 2 guards with shiny-looking longswords.
Okay, so I'm gonna take one of the guards and I'm gonna try to suplex him so I can take his sword.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to rage.
All right. You go into a rage. So I'll let you, in lieu of your attack, you can do a disarming attack, which will be another strength check against the character to see if you can take their weapon from them. Okay.
23.
Yeah, he rolled a 7 total. So you got it.
Is it what kind of weapon?
It's a longsword.
He's holding the sword,
It's a D8 or it's a D10 if you hold it in 2 hands.
I'm holding it in 2 hands.
Okay. So you slam him up against the wall and you just kind of hit the pommel of his weapon and it flies out and you catch it.
Nice.
Can I attack him now?
Nope, that'll be your action is disarming him.
Worth
it.
Where is that? And then it is Akio. It is your turn.
Yes. I reach for the wand.
Okay. You pick it up and it is icy cold in your grip.
I try to put it in my pocket.
You're gonna put it in your pocket? You're not gonna use it?
It's gonna It's gonna freeze your legs.
It's not like
Okay, fine. I pretend like I'm gonna put it in my pocket. And I cast Firebolt.
Okay.
Find me Fireball!
Fertile, man. You gotta be careful.
I know, but it's worth it.
There is not going to be a space in this room where you won't be able to avoid everybody.
Okay, fine. I cast Lightning Bolt in a straight line. Oh no, you're grappling her. Dang it.
Well, but you can carve. But
I can avoid
people
you.
or whatever.
So I'm gonna just Lightning Bolt. It's a straight attack at the wizard on the ground or the whatever on the ground.
And that's a reflex save?
It is.
Yeah,
Lightning Bolt is a dex.
If you're grappled,
But you have grappled.
Lightning fast reflexes.
No, what I'm going to say is if you want her to have disadvantage on it, you won't be able to shape it for Lunera.
So I shape it to avoid Lunera.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basically, by trying to shape it to avoid your ally, you're going to allow her to not avoid it.
That's fine.
And she does make it.
7. 19. 27 damage. Those last 3 were all ones.
half
damage.
So
14.
13.
13.
Because it rounds down. Mm-hmm. It always rounds down.
Dang it.
But I thought we agreed on. Hey. And she kind of cries out as you zap her and everything.
Did the wand do anything? Was it normal?
It still feels cold in your hand. You feel it might be magic.
You can no longer have babies.
It might be.
I bet this wand has a predestined charge of something icy. It's been powered.
Let me just see if there's any.
I need to do that to my twig of the mother tree.
That sounded strangely sexual.
I was given a twig of the mother tree by a fairy that I can use as a wand.
You call yours the twig of the mother tree. That's a kind of an elaborate name.
So the armor is actually going to reach down and push Lunera off.
Okay.
So he's going to spend his action pushing you off. So I need a strength roll from you.
Is that pixie lady?
20. Natural 20.
That would be
plus what's your
plus my 23.
Okay, well, it rolled a 20 total. So it goes like this, and you kind of just like maintain your hold on Talus as you're struggling with the armor, but it cannot push you off. So that used its ability, its stuff there. So good job. Then it is Brom's turn.
Do
Okay.
something. You still have your wand. You can do something. Do something!
I have my loot and everything. I am going to... She's on the ground. The other 2 guys in the back. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to cast Hold Person at the 4th level.
On this guy?
Both of them.
Oh.
So because it's an additional level, I can cast on 2 of them. They'll both need to make a Wisdom saving throw of 14. Otherwise, they will be paralyzed for the duration until they can make their saving throws. I'm not turning around and be like,
So that guy misses.
I make like a Darth Vader squinching.
Yeah. So they both fail and they both just kind of freeze.
Nice.
Stay.
Nice.
And so they're frozen until they take damage, right?
They are frozen. They can make another Wisdom saving throw on success. It's not until so it's just, they can only do it when they get their Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
They can take damage. It's just...
Really? But they can take another saving throw at the end of their turn.
Yes, every turn they do another saving throw to see if they can get up.
So this guy is frozen, so he's just going to make his Wisdom saving throw to see if he can break free. And he does not. Yay! Because this got in my way.
And I just want to turn and look at her with my flavor action.
Okay.
And just kind of look at her and be like, so, what's new?
And she's just kind of struggling under your tiefling friend.
And then, can I take... That would be my bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will save the rest.
Well, actually, you can weave your like. Are you planning on like inspiring somebody? Yeah, that can be a good inspiration moment. Just being all casual during battle.
Okay. And I'll just be like, and I'm gonna give it to Thornock because I see he's hurting pretty bad, and I'm just gonna wink at him, go ting, and thumbs up at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Talus, it is her turn, and she is going to. So she reaches up and she grabs your forehead.
Ow.
And she just mutters some arcane words, and I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, 12 plus Constitution
Yes.
saving throw, right?
Yep.
18.
18. Okay, so you succeed. So
Bravo.
so you feel like the darkness kind of creeping in on your eyes a little bit, but then it clears up as you kind of shake it off.
Nice. She's totally gonna blind you.
No. Dare you?
Okay. Alrighty, and then I believe that is an action for her. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Alright, well.
Are attacks, if they're health, are attacks made with advantage?
Health attacks?
Does it say? No.
I think they're...
It's basically they're paralyzed, so anything that comes with paralysis. So whole person, and it is a concentration spell, so any damage I take, I have to take.
Hang on just a moment here.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, so it's... Target, yeah, paralyzed for the duration, so that's paralysis is what it enacts on them.
Oh, and then as a bonus action, she's actually she's gonna conjure a weapon. So this kind of ice shard forms into this icicle, and yes, this is, I'm serious, a spear. It's in the book. It forms into a spear, an ice spear.
Cast shatter.
Our specialty.
And then let's see, I think that's it for her. And then I need to look up paralyzed too. While Ari goes.
Break the spear!
Well, I gotta kill these guards here. We gotta kill the whelps.
Right.
Or the ads. What are they?
The trash mob.
They're
Mob.
the trash, yeah.
Trash mob.
Ads. Paralyzed creatures is incapacitated. Fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Any attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yay.
Any attack that hits a creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that spell.
So basically, you just kind of go.
Just right. All right, I attack the dude close to me.
Okay, you have advantage.
So 18, 24.
Yes, 25, 24 will hit.
So it's a crit.
Okay.
So that's...
Go ahead, don't forget to add your sneak attack damage.
Yeah, 6 plus...
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
So 11, 15.
15.
Damage.
Boom.
Okay, still alive.
Still alive. Okay, second attack is a 20.
20 will hit.
For 11 damage.
Okay. Still alive.
Jeez, these guys are tough.
Still alive.
Is this a guard or Artemis?
This is a guard.
Okay.
Artemis is the scarecrow right here.
Okay, spending a key point.
And Artemis is not here physically.
Natural 20, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It's already going to be a crit. For, jeez, I'm happy with 3s on all these crits. So 11 damage again.
Okay. Still alive.
And final attack is a 17. No, 19.
19 will hit.
For, come on, give me a. That was going to be a 3. Did you see that? Worse.
You mocked the dice.
9. Don't mock
Yeah, that's enough to kill it.
9 damage.
Yep. You just like 1,000 punch him and he just crumples to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. And then up to the top of the round, actually. Red is going to try and save. He does not make his save. Then it's Lunera's turn.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and I'm going to try and wrestle the newly formed ice spear.
Okay.
Lady.
So another strength, I assume?
Yes.
And that's another... I think I added it wrong the last time. Anyway, so 12 plus 7, 19.
19. You actually don't succeed this time. She manages, and you can tell it's because like as you're touching the spear, it's definitely a magic weapon that she conjured, so you can't quite get like a good grip on it. It kind of your hand phases through it a little bit because she wants it to, that sort of thing.
Well, that makes me sad.
Yeah, so you can't take the ice spear from her. Yeah. But you still are grappling her, so
okay,
that's something.
Yeah, something at least.
Okay. And then, unless you'd like to stop grappling her.
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Thornock, it's your turn.
I attack the guy in front of me.
He's dead.
Oh, I attack the wizard lady.
Oh, you're going for Talus?
Well,
Yeah.
dude's
Okay.
paralyzed.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's on the ground, so I believe you have advantage.
I'll turn around.
Because it's mad.
Right?
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me. Because I'll
So go ahead and roll your first
crit
attack.
for me. So
Oh, that's true.
you try and, since we've already damaged Talus, try and finish her off.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, alrighty.
Damage?
12.
And that's doubled and everything.
Oh no. Hold on. So
Yeah.
6.
Double the damage roll and then add your bonus. And
18.
okay, and you did roll a d10 for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
I auto crit, don't I?
Oh.
No, she's not paralyzed.
Oh. Well, that was an unnatural 20.
Oh, I
wasn't
thought
it?
you said natural 20. Okay, sorry. I thought you said a natural 20. So.
No. So I rolled 6, and I have plus 6 as my modifier, so it was just 12.
Okay, alrighty. What's going on?
And then I rolled a 19.
A 19 will hit. What's going on?
Nothing.
I need to know.
You need to know?
Yes, says the rules master.
Alright. So, let's finish with Thornock.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your damage there.
15.
15. Okay. She's still alive.
So, the last roll I did, it was just a strength check, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I did add that incorrectly.
Okay.
And I do apologize. It was actually 12 plus 3 for 15.
Okay, yeah, it still misses,
Okay.
so.
Alright. Just wanted to clear that up.
She actually rolled really good on her strength check, so.
Okay.
Alright, Akio, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast Shatter at her spear.
Not the
Just specifically at the spear.
Just right behind, like right behind her head.
And it's 10, right?
Yeah.
5, 10. That's going to hit 3 of your allies and 2 enemies.
Okay, I can sculpt it around the 3 of them.
Yep. So
It's a Constitution
Okay.
of 14.
So her Constitution.
8.
She fails her Constitution.
Well, 14 damage.
The other one makes it. So 14. So 7 to the construct.
Kill my brother.
And is there a specific damage type that it is?
It's just
Thunder.
It's
Thunder.
just the
It's just the
control
all-seeing
pseudo-
eye.
and she's holding it, and it does shatter the spear.
Unfortunately, a non-magical object can't take damage.
It's
a magical object can't take damage.
Well, magical object that isn't being worn or carried.
Yeah. So I can't shatter.
But you've already broken the spear, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's in the club.
Everybody's in the club, aren't
Just rewind that. Okay, the helm horror is just going to it's going to turn on Brom and say the staff.
Come and get it, big boy.
Take the wizard staff.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
All right, sure.
Oh crap!
Oh wait, never mind. You're gonna. This is
Come at me. I meant come at them.
24 to hit.
Just barely.
Why is your brain so strong?
Just barely. Come out from behind the mask.
And that's going to be 13 damage.
Yeah, okay.
Slashing. As it also has a long sword. And then the other one's only a 10.
It does not make it.
Okay. So it comes down and it slashes into you once, and you kind of tumble back in your chair a little bit, and the other slash goes wide. Okay. And then it is Braun. It is your turn to respond.
All right.
Poke him in the eye.
The one eye. One single eyeball. Okay, so the one guy's dead, the other guy's standing there.
He's still, I need you to roll me a
you're right,
concentration check.
That's what.
Oops. There you go.
15 plus concentration. Is that Constitution safe?
I
think it's Constitution, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I want to say it's Constitution, but that's a +2, so it's. Hopefully that's it. If you want to make it a Dexterity saving throw, +6, I'll take that too. But
Constitution saving throw that maintain your concentration. The DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher.
13 is higher
than 10.
And I did 15 +2, so I kept my concentration.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other guy's still held.
Yes.
The construct, I'm going to be like, oh, that was pretty good. I've been working on something. Let me show you. And I'm going to cast Chaos. Where did it? Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
This is going to be a +6 to hit.
Alrighty. You will have disadvantage because it is a ranged attack and you are within.
Okay.
Unless you would like to back up and take an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to cast it because it's going to be like an awkward first casting of the spell sort of thing. So I need to choose one of the dice, 2d8s, this one, and
we'll roll the attack first to see if it hits.
Oh, you're right. So this is going to be if I keep throwing things. I got it. Don't worry, guys. 18. So 4. That's a +6, I think. +6. 10.
Just kind of sizzles off of him.
Didn't work quite the way I wanted it to.
Your magic needs work, brother.
Indeed. And then I'd like to use one more of my bardic inspiration for my bonus action. And I'm going to try and inspire Lunira from where I'm sitting. And we're like, you're doing great. Keep it up. Wonderful job. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's a D8.
Makes me feel good.
It is Talus's turn. And she is going to...
Thank you.
She's kind of panicking now. So she's going to use...
No bamping.
Don't panic.
What is this?
Surrender.
Seeing spellcasters is so much fun. Like as a DM, like having looking into a spellcaster and being like, oh, this is the stuff they have. Oh, cool. I want this. But it does make for a...
That was much cooler in my mind.
So she's going to open up her mouth, and you think for a moment she's just gonna like scream for help, but then these bugs start pouring out of her mouth, and they just start swarming around in a 20-foot sphere on this point.
Straight up mummy on you.
Oh no!
5, 10, 15. Yeah, so it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit everybody in the room.
The locusts.
So everybody needs to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Do I have to? I assume I roll 2 of them. Right?
Huh?
I'll roll 2 of them if I'm taking damage, correct? One
Yeah, if you
for this,
yes,
one for the
and
other.
then for one for the concentration.
I only got an 8.
Her guard does not make it, by the way.
16.
So anybody, so let me just grab the actual. So you need to get a 14 or higher.
Boom, 22.
So we roll the damage here.
12.
As this cloud of bugs just lightly obscure, kind of obscures the area. Yeah, lightly obscured.
Old person falls, by the way.
Okay. So everybody who didn't make their save
Damage.
And I rolled a 2
is going to take
for myself.
13 damage,
Oh, that hurts.
which includes the guard, and then half as much on a successful save, so 6 damage on a successful one.
Curse you, tiny toilet.
Pretty hurt, but not bad.
And then the area is difficult terrain now.
Okay. It's covered in locusts.
Yep. And then let's just see if she can do
Would she mimic me?
I know, right? Are you my mummy? Are you my mummy?
Does the
Goes in your mouth.
Does the column take?
Yes, it did take some damage.
Breathe bugs.
And then I just need to see. Nope, that's an action. But is this? Just to let you know, Ari, you are on deck.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you are.
I was ready.
You are.
My guy.
You have been immolated.
These are firebugs.
And then she is going to, as a bonus action, cast Healing Word on herself at the 4th level.
Ooh.
Does she have to do a ability check for that?
No.
I should have done cutting words on the other thing.
It's a spell. Nope, it's 2nd level D4. Okay, so it's first level. 1, 2, 3.
I see 2 ones.
Those 4-sided die. We can see the rolls.
I can't see the other ones, but I can see the 4s. It's funny.
I need to get my
I can see the
screen back.
stupid little dice, but
I have it. I just trust you guys more than that, apparently.
The microwave,
Yeah.
the
More than I
stove,
should.
it's got that blue
Okay,
light.
and then it is Ari. It is your turn.
I'm gonna try and take out this guard.
Jump up on the table, I'm assuming.
Yes, of
Okay.
course. For flair.
Let me just check to make sure that there's nothing.
Bicycle.
So I can roundhouse him in the face several times. I'm just gonna start pirouetting. I can do the Ken, the Ryu.
So you kind of jump through this swarm of biting insects up to the guy, and you're gonna start punching him. Let's go ahead and get your attacks.
Okay. First is now he's no longer held.
No,
Okay. Dang.
but you do get your sneak attack still because
Yes,
technically
it's within-
Akio is right next to it.
So that was a 26.
That will hit.
Sneaky, sneaky.
He was checking out my butt and just punched him right in the face.
For 9 damage.
9 damage.
Now that's a smell you can taste.
Next is a 22.
That will hit.
Or
Did you roll your sneak attack damage?
oh no, I'll do it this time.
Okay.
Or
Remember your bonuses.
9 plus so 13.
13.
And I'm gonna spend a key point.
Okay.
And that's a 16.
16 will miss.
Okay. And second unarmed strike is a 22.
That will hit.
21. For 6 damage.
Okay, yep, you deliver a few quick punches to him, and then at the end of your turn, you need to roll me another Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you only take half damage. So you take a total of 9 damage.
How long does this thing last?
You really need to get Dispel Magic.
Okay, and then it is the guard's turn to respond. He is going to slash at you twice with his long sword.
Me?
Yes.
So the bug effect, is that something that's lingering that we need to do checks on? Or?
Yeah, so if you enter the zone and you haven't been in the zone, or you end your turn in the zone, which is a 20-foot, it's basically this whole room.
The whole room?
Yeah. She centered it pretty much in the whole room. So, you'll basically have to make another Constitution saving throw.
At the start of my turn?
At the end.
Okay.
Yep, if you end your turn within this one.
Okay.
Okay, first attack is...
You require more.
15.
Miss.
Okay, second attack is 20.
Hit.
And that would be a total of 5 piercing damage. Nope, wait. Yes, 5 piercing damage. Slashing damage.
It's getting dicey.
Yeah,
it's getting dicey over here.
Slicey and dicey, yep. Lumiere, it's your turn.
No pun intended.
Okay.
Getting dicey.
Can I keep her held down? What do I
It
do?
doesn't seem to be helping much. See if you can cover her mouth.
Okay.
I don't know.
Show a gag.
Give her some kidney punches. I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, I'll try
Grab
and
that.
maybe I'll try and I will try to knock her out.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and roll
With my
me.
fist.
Go ahead and roll me an unarmed strike. So you have to do your unarmed attack here.
Alright.
He's so awesome.
Let's see. So 9 plus 6, 15.
15 will miss.
Crap!
So you kind of punch in and it hits her scale mail, but you get your multiple attack.
Yeah.
Alright.
You don't get your bonus attack.
Yeah. That was much worse.
Okay. So you kind of pummel her a little bit, but it's not quite doing anything.
And then final attack, right?
No, you don't get your bonus attack because these are not. Well, actually, you do because you're technically they're technically light weapons now because you have dual wielding master.
Okay. You gotta be kidding me. Fate is not on my side. So 6 plus 6, 12. Obviously,
12?
none of my attacks.
Does a 6 crit?
I can teach you some unarmed combat later.
Yeah.
If you want.
Like, how do you do this again? I don't understand.
It's been so long
Thornock,
since
it is your turn.
my fists.
He's very dexterous for a book type.
Hey,
I am going to try to stab the sword through her neck.
Sorry, you need to roll me a Constitution saving throw,
Right.
and so does the guard. Yes. Is that what you were going for? Yes.
Alright.
He failed his saving throw.
Yay.
So 15.
Dang, plus 6 on Constitution?
I know.
He actually is dead. The insects just eat away at the guard and
Oh
kill the rest
gosh,
of him.
they're flying scared.
What was your
So 9 plus 6, 15.
15? So you make your save, so you only take half damage here.
Okay.
Did she take any damage?
No, because I wasn't able to.
So
Concentration.
you take 12 damage.
Good thing it was half.
Yeah. And it is, I believe it is piercing damage though.
Oh,
Let me check.
yeah.
They're biting.
So 9.
Yep, piercing damage.
You get one in your
Yep.
skin just like the mummies.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's happening to the guard right now. He's gotten some scares on the brain.
That was gross.
Oh, so I couldn't. Quick question. I just thought of this.
Huh?
So since I'm still inspired, I can't add that D8 to like.
You could add it to an attack, yes.
I could add it. To
Uh-huh. And so maybe next time around.
All right. Yeah. Next round. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Or Constitution saving.
Thornock, it is your turn.
An inspiration
It
too.
also helps.
Yeah, Thornock does have an inspiration right now too.
And that's D8.
Okay.
Not D6.
D8. Yes.
If Thornock is still awake, because it is
It
late.
is pretty
Gotta
late.
finish this. Gotta finish this fight.
Or not.
Wake up. Headphones just died. I attack her. Roll the 17.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
That will actually miss her.
That will actually miss. All right, I'll take.
Dang, she's tough.
What you do, man?
Attack again.
I'm assuming so, yeah. I mean, just have him roll his next attack.
Yes, miss. If you can hear me, miss. I typed it as well. Wait for it. Okay, how about a 20 total?
20 will hit.
Will hit.
Damage.
That will hit. Damage blocks. Non-natural. Lo natural. 16.
16 damage. Let's see. All right, well, Thornock spins it around and stabs the sword down into her, shattering the spear in the process.
Of course.
And kills her.
Nice. Does that dispel the locust?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Yep,
Did I need to make a like a I don't know what?
No, you kind of just been like struggling with her a little bit and everything. Yeah.
Because I.
If he would have missed pretty badly, it might have done something. Yeah, if he would have missed pretty badly, it might have done something.
I know, like go right through. It was like, oh, hello.
He says, "She dead yet?"
Yes.
Says,
Yes.
Yes.
And then it is Akio. It is your turn.
Do I still have her ice wand?
Yes, you do.
Sweet.
It didn't disappear.
I turned to the construct and remarked to him, because he was making fun of him for not having good magic.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "That's why he has me," and I cast lightning bolt on him.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you before you roll the damage. The lightning bolt hits and it just kind of disperses, and he looks down and looks back up and he's like, "I'm prepared for wizards."
Well, then in that case,
What about 1/4?
In that case,
You have a dagger, I think. Oh no, they probably don't.
no, I don't have anything.
alrighty.
I just run up and punch him.
So no, that was your action still.
Okay.
Your action was still the spell.
It doesn't work. So
it looks like he does this. This creature does have spell immunity to certain types of spells.
Right?
Ari, it's actually no. Wait, it's the helmed horror's turn, and it's going to. It's just going to swipe at Brahm twice again. It wants that staff because it thinks that Brahm has some weakness.
You might need some heal.
So the first one is a 19.
19 just hits.
Okay, and the second one is 16.
Both hit.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll
I'm going to cutting words on
the damage, right?
the damage for the first. Wait, hold on. Is it damage 2? Or is it just a 50 feet? Participations die subtracting the number rolled for the creature's roll. Succeeds or fails, creature or before creature to damage. It doesn't. I don't know. I assume it's for the damage. So, which I believe that's what we've done before. But it says here.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm sorry. Attack for on the attack roll, the ability check, or a damage roll.
Okay, so you can do it on the
All three. So, so the first one was how much, and the second one?
The attacks.
I'll go for the lower of the two.
Okay, so you won't be able to prevent the attack at this point, but you'll be able to lower the damage on the second.
So
attack.
I will take it on which first one. Let's do the first one. And that is a D8.
Come on.
Plus, is it plus anything? I don't think it is.
1.
I think it's just the one.
Maybe that'll keep you alive by 1 point.
Just one.
Okay, so that's 6 slashing damage then.
Okay, 6 slashing damage.
Yep, and then the second one is going to be 10 slashing damage.
I'm out. Like, is that all you?
And it is going to move forward, and it's going to start reaching for that staff. It can't do that because. Yep. And then it is Brahm. I need you to roll me a death saving throw, please.
Okay. 17.
17. So you're good. Ari, it is your turn.
Okay.
Well, one thing to do.
I did my job.
Okay, attack.
You fought so bravely.
I didn't get a throw attack on anybody. I was saving that one for my birthday.
All right. First attack.
I'm gonna heal you guys on the next
Is
one too.
a 17.
17 will miss.
Wow. Okay, next attack is a 21.
21 will hit.
For 9 damage.
9.
And I'm gonna try to stun.
He automatically succeeds.
Excellent.
Yep. So you kind of ring his bell again, and the armor kind of sends these vibrations through, but it doesn't seem to affect him at all.
I'm gonna spend a key point for 2 unarmed strikes. That one misses, and that one's a 16. Also misses. Okay. Awesome.
Yep. This thing is pretty tough.
I'm gonna also then spend a key point to take what's the defensive?
The defensive posture.
Yeah.
It's like plus, or it's disadvantage on any attacks against you.
Right. So let me just make sure I read that right.
Okay. While that's going on, we'll go up to the top of the round, and Lunera, it's actually your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to. So do I need to spend is it an action for me to stand up?
No, it's half your. Well, actually, you kind of been grappling, but we never said you were actually prone.
Oh, okay.
So that won't be anything for you. You're already standing.
All right. So yeah, I'm definitely going to make my way to Artemis's construct.
Okay, you're right here.
Okay.
Now you don't have a weapon still.
Right.
There is a long sword.
Sorry, I can't do that.
You can't.
Because I have to. It's a bonus action.
Oh, okay, and your bonus action was your key. Okay.
Right,
so there's a weapon over here, longsword, if you are interested.
There's also a rapier on my body.
There's also a rapier on Brom's body.
Okay.
A rapier and a dagger.
And a dagger, a venomous dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a good one.
That's what I'm gonna
Okay. And how far away is Brom?
Brom is right here. You could probably jump. Give me an acrobatics check just to get in there.
That is a 9.
Well, if it's by school magic, that's pretty much all I have.
That's an 11.
Okay, so so the creature is reaching down. It brings up an arm and deflects a few blows from Ari, and it's almost got the staff, and then you come jumping over and you kick it. You kick its hand away, and you kind of drop down and do this quick spin, and you pull Brom's dagger and rapier off of his belt, and you're kind of standing over him in a defensive posture now, and now you can attack.
Perfect.
I believe the rapier is non-magical, but the dagger is.
Correct.
Okay, so what is the dice for the?
So you're gonna have a. Are you proficient with daggers and?
She's a fighter. She's proficient.
You're a fighter, yes. You have whatever. Mine says +6, but I assume that's because my dex.
No, it would be
It's gonna be yours.
Yeah, so it's going to be your strength modifier.
Okay.
Strength or.
But
dex.
she wants the damage dice.
Oh, the damage dice. It's going to be a 1d4 +3 for the dagger venom. If it succeeds.
Don't mark down the plus.
Right.
Oh yeah, sorry, not the plus. Yeah.
So the 1d4. Okay.
Yeah, I don't worry about the poisonous effect. I'll tell you right now that this construct is probably immune to poison.
Okay, so 1d4, and that's for
this thing is immune to everything.
That is
Holy
for
crap!
the venom.
I'm sitting here reading it. It's just like. Okay, this thing is like the ultimate anti-you guys.
And then whatever your plus to hit and your plus to damage would be.
But that just makes it fun. Alright, so go ahead and make your first attack. And are you attacking with the rapier or the dagger as your main weapon for the double attack?
For the main weapon, the rapier.
Okay.
So here we go. You gotta be kidding me.
You could use the staff too. It's a 1d6.
Or no, yeah. So.
You want the staff?
Alright, so it's the no. I did no. Wait.
You just roll your normal attack.
Yeah. So
you D20.
That was a 6.
Okay.
Plus my
6. Yep. So that'll miss.
12.
Yep.
Obviously. Okay. Come on.
No. Okay. And then your bonus attack for the dagger.
You have got to be freaking kidding me. 8 plus 6, 14.
All right, well, you kind of wave these weapons in front of it. They're very small in your hand, so you're kind of just like not used to the depth that it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
All right.
Thornock, it is your turn. I'm assuming he's running up and attacking, so Thornock, roll your first attack against the Helmed Horror. Luckily, Thornock's like the easiest one to know what his turns are. Like if Dallin lost his voice or something, it'd be like, okay, Dallin, which spell do you want to use? Knock once for knock twice for shatter.
Okay, I just messaged him. 22.
That will hit.
Hits. Damage.
Have him roll the second attack too. Might as well type that to him. Yeah.
$24? Wait, hold on. That might be the second attack. Is that the damage? Or
That can't be the
it's there for the attack. Okay, roll damage.
On both.
Or both.
Oh, how about that wand?
Maybe it does something cool to him.
Wand of frozen infertility. Expelliarmus! Damage 27 total.
27 total damage.
Between the two of them.
Okay.
You kill the chair you were attacking. Just.
Akio, it is your turn.
Well, being that I don't think any of my spells are gonna work, I grab the staff.
The Staff of Healing?
Yeah, and I'm gonna smack him on the eyeball.
Okay, it doesn't look like you can quite get it, squeeze in there, unfortunately.
It's too crowded.
Yeah.
Well, then
Like,
in that
check out the
case, yeah, am I getting any Arcana vibes off of it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and see if, like, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. Like, obviously you're not attuned to this thing, but you might be able to glean something that it can do.
21.
21?
Nice.
Okay. You think you might be able to manage it,
Some battle mage.
to do a Ray of Frost spell.
Ray of Frost?
Yep.
Alright, let me see if I can find that.
Slow
What
it
did
down.
you try on him so far? Just lightning
and fire.
chaos bolt.
No, you haven't tried anything else
That
on
was
it.
Oh, I haven't tried.
No, you just tried Lightning Bolt and Shatter.
Oh, that's right.
And Shatter worked. I mean, he made his save, but it worked.
Yeah, he took damage from that.
What was it called? Frost? Block?
Ray of
Frost.
Frost.
Verbal, somatic, instantaneous frozen beam of light.
Dude, I do
1d8
another,
cold
I do
damage.
another shatter.
It's instantaneous and it's a ranged spell attack. And the speed will be reduced by 10 feet if it hits.
Okay, well, it's just a cantrip. So
Yes, it is.
I added it to my.
So it's
Wow.
not. Yeah, it's
I didn't
basically
add it, I
it's
just have
basically
it
something.
ready.
Yeah, something on the wand. It's not-
Right,
you just
okay,
try-
so I'm gonna go with what I know, and I will cast Shatter at him.
Okay. You can cast it to where it only catches Thornock, actually, because there's a little alcove back here. So.
I'm gonna cast it at the 3rd level.
Okay.
It's my final 3rd level spell.
Alrighty.
And 4d8. Where's my d8? Where'd it go? Is it this one? Yeah. That's my d8.
Bring him
There we
down.
go. Yeah.
Let's go.
7.
And it's a Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Or what's your
14.
14.
3,
So he makes his save.
14. 22.
22. Okay. So he made his save and takes 11. And then you shape it enough, and this kind of it just starts like ringing and rattling this this armor. And then it is its turn. It's going to make 2 attacks at you.
Okay.
You're standing between it and its prize. So that's a 13 to hit,
Nice.
and then a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that will definitely hit.
Okay, so that's going to be 11 slashing damage.
Minus 3, right?
Yep.
So 8.
So he comes in and you block and deflect the first blow with the dagger, but then he comes in on the side and kind of slices into you a little bit. Brom, roll me another death save, would you? Okay, you're good. And then it is Ari's turn.
Okay. Take this stupid thing
Heart
out.
swells because I met my brother.
Okay. First attack misses. Second attack, 25.
25 will hit.
So that's for 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm spending a key point.
Okay.
23.
That will hit.
For 7.
Okay, and that's enough. So you come in and you like deflect the sword off with one of your glowing hands, which we said are blue.
Yep.
And then you come in and you just hit that, and it just cracks, and the entire thing just shatters, and the flaming soul just, or the flaming eye just extinguished.
It's
And combat over.
Woo! Holy Lord! Can I do a charge of the staff for Braum?
Is it? I think he was attuned.
Yeah, you have to. You have to attune to it, and you have to be a specific.
It's attunement, and you have to be a specific class.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yay!
Finally.
Plus.
Yeah. Sometimes if a item is plugged in like a microphone or things, Discord doesn't like it if it goes midstream. It loses track of everything.
Yeah.
I have it happen a lot when I unplug my headphones.
My headset died.
No worries.
So first of all, 860 experience points.
860. I was hoping.
Plus another 1,000 for beating a major member of the Cult of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Each.
860 plus
1,000 each. So 1,800.
Wow. Halfway there. Well, just under halfway.
And then in the pile of rubble from the Helmed Horror, you see a shape that you kind of push the dust away, and it is a pyramid of pure gold.
Nice.
Okay, great.
And then as you guys are kind of looking around the room and gathering yourselves, somebody better be healing. Brom.
Yeah.
That's what I
11 for your
said.
that's it. Okay, so
I tip one of the healing potions that I found
Okay.
down his throat. I don't mind.
So Ari's tipping the healing potion down, saving Brom's life once again.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and return your weapons to you.
Yes, you put the weapons back in.
Where's the other provision? Thank you, bud.
Thanks for letting me borrow your stuff.
So this is 2d4 plus.
I didn't do anything with them.
So Akio, as you're looking around the room, and you do notice that there's those similar runes on the pyramid, but you also find on a desk, you find a cube of, what is the cube here?
Silver, platinum, copper.
It's a black cube of orichalcum.
Orichalcum?
Yep. Which is it's another precious type of metal.
Does Talus have anything else on her?
So let me see here. Actually, yes, her super cool armor.
Yeah.
That white scale mail armor is actually magical. You guys can tell as soon as you touch it, it's nice and chilly.
Orichalcum. O-R-I-C-H-A-L-C.
I can't wear it though.
Yeah. O-R-I-C-A-L.
I did get armor from the last encounter.
Okay.
This.
Now you can swap armor.
Thank you, guys.
And it's got those same etchings around it. So you guys can actually, you all take a moment. You're going to take a short rest and everything here. The armor will actually fit Lunera. This is a +1 scale mail armor, which is going to give you, I think, a +2 bonus total because you're wearing splint mail right now.
Can you wear 2 sets of armor?
No, the scale mail is going to increase your armor by 1 anyway because it's scale mail instead of splint mail is what I'm saying. And then +1, and then +1 for it being magical.
Then I do the add items.
Yeah, so you're going to add item and you're going to search for scale mail and find the one that's +1. And then you start attuning yourself to this wand, looking through it and everything. This is a wand of winter.
Okay.
You find. The wand has seven charges, which are used to fuel the spells within. With the wand in hand, you can use your action to cast one of the following spells from the wand, even if you are incapable of casting spells. You can cast Ray of Frost at no charges, or 1 charge to cast at 5th level, and it's got a +5 to hit normally. Or it uses yours, or it uses +5.
What was the name of the spell?
Hang on just a moment. You can use 3 charges to cast the spell Sleep Storm, and then 4 charges to cast Ice Storm.
Okay.
And then the wand regains 1d6 expended spell charges each day at dawn. If you spend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 20, it melts away and is forever destroyed.
Okay.
So you should be able to look up Wand of Winter.
Yeah, I just added it.
Now, and the other cool thing about wands is anyone can technically use them. You don't need to be able to cast spells to use a wand. Or like a magical wand that has got charges in it.
Give it to Thorna. What was the name of the mail?
It is +1 scale mail.
Just +1 scale mail.
Okay,
So that's the.
is this one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. And I believe, let me see if there's anything else in here. Nope, there's nothing else on her person.
My brother's construct, I don't have anything that might.
Nope, it had the golden pyramid in it. The pyramid of pure
her
gold.
cloak, her like white wolf cloak.
No, that was so the winter wolf cloak was from Trespin, the troll.
the troll.
This is
She
just
just
like
had white
she just had kind of like she had the white scale mail underneath, and then she had kind of like a white fur. Yeah, I suppose I could have shown you all that before we actually started fighting her.
Yeah,
and
so
killing her
we
and
tried.
everything.
Was she like an elf?
It doesn't say.
Has pointy ears.
It doesn't say that she's an elf, but she probably was like a half elf.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Okay. We took a short rest, right?
Yep.
During that short rest, I'm going to be doing my Song of Rest, which I don't think. Just to make sure. Yes, it doesn't use any bardic inspiration, so I'm going to use my I'm going to use soothing music, and I'm going to be playing the Heroes of Greenest, just like happily.
So everybody can regain additional hit points.
So you will regain an additional 1d6.
Okay.
Is this a long rest or a
Short
rest.
So an
Okay.
additional 1d6 to whatever hit points if you healed this turn.
Okay. So I'm going to definitely.
Now my hit point total's capped.
So the two veterans
Lower than where it
that you
was.
killed have 20 gold pieces each on them.
20 gold each, so 40 total.
40, yeah, 40 total.
Does that
Divided
go?
by 5 is 8 more gold, everybody.
8 gold.
8 gold.
I'm putting that in mine. There we go. You know, if anyone needs to wash up, I know a wonderful place to take a bath.
I do, but there's still trolls and kobolds about, so bath time might not be ideal right now.
Did those the two guys that were in there? Were those the two guys that were there for dinner?
Yes.
No one's alerted the no.
Right.
We could just go like.
But we need, well, you guys are low on spells.
I'm full. I have all my spells
These
except for
guys
one.
don't have
Well, I have a wand
weapons.
now that has spells for me.
That's right, you have
And one of them is a
but
4th level spell.
I guess you could
I can go in.
take the other guard's longsword, so you've got something.
Shatter, shatter, thunder, step out.
I can do this one called Ice Storm. They have to do a dex save. And if they fail, they take 2d8 bludgeoning and 46
What's
cold.
the? Is there a restriction on it? Like I know, like the call lightning, it has to be like you have to have a 60-foot.
It just says I can shoot it up to 300 feet and
What's
it's a
it called?
20-foot sphere.
Ice Storm?
Nice.
So I just drop a giant hail rock on
Is
them.
this the same kind of thing where like it has charges, but if you
Yeah.
don't use them all, they recharge kind of
Yep.
thing?
Every morning.
Nice.
Well, technically, if you use the last charge and it still survives its roll, like if
It
using the
will.
last charge doesn't destroy it outright, like
Necessarily.
he has to roll a d20. If he rolls a 20, then it melts away and is gone forever.
Okay.
But it does recharge each day at dawn. It gets extra charges.
This one is a 4th level though, and it does take 4 charges.
Still,
But it's awesome because it's level 4. I can do Ray of Frost, which is a cantrip, or Sleet Storm, which is a 3rd level spell. So
that's cool.
I have some spells to use.
That's super cool.
It's kind of nice. So this one is a failed save. It falls prone. So Sleet Storm can make people knocked prone.
Nice.
So
That would give
be-
us
that might be
advantage
useful.
on melee attacks against them until they stood
Yep.
up.
You could go talk to the kobolds. The guys that we helped get the bullywugs, those are kobolds too, right?
Well, you still have your purple robes on, and nobody knows that.
Like,
Well,
all you guys, I need you to come with me.
Yeah.
Need your help. Come on.
just stand right here in a 20-foot sphere.
So we're actually going to end it there tonight, just because it is getting late, and I actually have an early morning
No worries.
for once.
I agree.
That was awesome.
So yep, we will continue next week. You've got 2 things that might be the last 2 keys that you need. You've got a hunting lodge to explore, and much more fun to be had.
Saved in spirits.
I thought we were gonna die for sure.
And watch out for those other sentinels too.
and more information and more questions. That's what you also have.
Yeah, the boar and
I use inspiration after taking the or do I
how long the inspiration from me it stops.
Series, have a good night.
Series, it stops.
Yeah, the bardic inspiration's gone. Your inspiration, if you have it, is still there. Like if you have like inspiration from something I did. I'm actually giving Brahm inspiration for all of his great work tonight.
How long
convincing people.
The DM inspiration last?
Until you use it, and actually, Ari, if you don't have inspiration, I'm giving you as well. Because of your witty no, but the knife ears is here. Yeah.
I got you, sucker.
that was awesome. Yeah.
Good job, guys. Good job.
That was fun.
For everyone in the chat, thank you. We've had a lot of people talking and new people popping in, saying hello. Old faces, new faces alike. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Young blood. We've got Acel 87, a buddy of mine. Lady Danny August from Australia.
Nice.
What? Mm-hmm. All the way from Australia.
Yep, and of course the bear.
Quick, everybody do a terrible Australian accent.
Yep, exactly. I'm sure that doesn't happen all the time.
Good night, mate.
But yeah, guys.
Thanks for following us on our show.
All right. Enough with the rant.
I'm going to cut the feed before we embarrass ourselves further.